Damn, y'all, it feels good to be back. You have no idea. You really don't. And the reason why this is called Johnny Quantum After Dark is because it's after dark. The kids is in the bed. We can talk about whatever, handle whatever, because it's about whatever. You see what I'm saying? See, this is a part of the kid. A lot of y'all don't really, fragmented parts of the kid. Fragmented. Well, now you get a chance to see some of the parts. Now, I've got somebody on tonight with me who basically knows more of me probably than anybody walking the planet, more than my peoples I went to in high school, more than people that I had just in passing or even know as acquaintances to this day. This individual literally, we didn't been in the trenches. We didn't been to different countries in the trenches. You see what I'm saying? Not just like hee hee ha ha. No. again, you know the lighter side of your boy Johnny Q. Well, now you're about to meet the darker side of Johnny Q. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to introduce and bring to you none other than Earth, Graybeard, the Silverback.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh.
You see it.
What is good with you? Oh, what is good with you?
Man, all these damn Instagram messages popping up in my shit. I don't know what the hell is going on with all this, man. And you know what? He said after dark, so I'm going to speak to y'all after dark. I am good. I'm so Gucci. I'm beyond Gucci.
Beyond Gucci.
Yeah.
Take that to the bank with you.
Take that one to the bank. Now keep in mind, during the daytime, Earth. But right now, Graybeard, the Silverback. Ugly. And I talk real ugly and real greasy.
Look, it's after dark. And the reason why I named it After Dark wasn't so we could talk about flowers and sunshine. And look, man, we all have a place. We all have that place that some people like to go there and stay there more than they probably should.
Facts.
Some people go there, they dip in, dip out.
Yeah.
Dip in, dip out. But see, this show is for those people. So if your kids, everybody watching, listening, if your kids are in the room, I would suggest you have them leave the room because this is going to be some adult content. This is going to be grown folks business, and grown folks going to be talking grown folks business. This is a no hold barred. You're going to have cussing, smoking, drinking, thanking. Yeah, we're going to get things straight. Stank up in here.
Send them kids to bed because we fucking.
Bingo. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this had to be done because, again, you see the lighter side of things. You see the Johnny Quantum. You know what I'm saying? You catch a little bit of the G3. So you get a little comfortable. You know what I mean? Not knowing that there's a darker side to everybody. And I fully understand that. So this is that show. This is that show where the darker side comes out.
Let it be.
So let it be. Ah, yes. What's going on, Jamie? That's my brother from another brother. That's my brother Mocha out in California. You know what I'm saying? We got a thing. I'm Latte, he's Mocha. And we mess people up in public. We really do. Two big dudes kind of walking around calling each other coffee drinks.
Ta.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this had to happen. This had to happen, Mocha. It had to happen. This is one of those no holds barred. We just letting it fly. Whatever hits the wall, sticks. It don't. We gonna use some words and we gonna keep it real. So sit back and enjoy the show.
Hey, let that shit hit the fan. Wherever it splatters, it's gonna make art. That simple.
Right?
That's
it is what it is. Damn Skippy.
Matter of fact, nobody knows me like Tito's. So I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying? They don't call me Graybeard. I'm like a black pirate. I'm gonna be drinking up in this can.
No yellow beard.
No yellow beard.
Graybeard. Arr.
Arr. Narg.
Oh, I already know. I already know what you got going on. He's in California. He's up there in Bakersfield kind of doing his thing. Are you even in California? Or are you traveling, man? Because he travels. He's been on a vacation here. It seems like perpetual. Every time I see pictures of him, he's in a different spot of the country. Last I thought, he might have been over here on the East Coast somewhere. I don't even know. He's moving.
He's
But
all
see,
over
that's
the
what
place.
it's about. Being able to live your life, move free, move freely. A lot of things going on. People don't feel safe to move freely. People should move freely. I just got home. My man said he just got home from Washington. There you go.
There you go, right there.
Just got home from the just got home from the home of Gorilla.
Gorilla country right there.
Indeed. East Coast. There we go. East Coast is in March. Got you. I can't. Hey, I'm a little south now, but you know how that goes. Right? You already know that.
Ask him, what was he doing up there in Washington?
Oh, they were well, of course, you didn't see the pictures, but my man was sightseeing, doing the thing, and his son's in the military.
Okay, where's he at?
So basically, they was up in. If I'm not mistaken, they were up in Bremerton.
Okay, you at the shipyard.
Nope, not in Florida. But I'm close. I will disguise the Batcave. I will discuss the Batcave location with you on the low.
On the lowski woski.
Oh, yeah. He was, matter of fact, it was Bremerton, Navy, Kitsap.
Yep.
Yes. Graybeard, the silverback, actually did his military thing. So he is very versed and familiar.
I earned this. I earned this beard. I earned it. I earned it all. I fought in 32 wars and 32 different rotations. Psych, I'm just joking. I ain't do all that. You know what I'm saying?
Tito's.
You know what I'm saying? Tell my Tito's stories. My Tito's stories right there. Nah. I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey, look, man, you know, I'm just appreciative that, you know what I'm saying? My man Johnny Q is back on, not only back on, but back on at night. You know what I'm saying? Or is this the first time? Is this the first time you doing After Dark?
Yes, this is the premiere of After Dark, y'all. The premiere of After Dark.
I'm extra specially happy on that one right there. You know what I'm saying? Because I get to make the first ep with you.
And there's Rod. Rod knows. Rod was with me back in Blog Talk Radio. Yeah, remember them days, Rod?
Blog Talk Radio.
I'm back. Now, Rod, just so you know, this is an After Dark show. So you know Johnny Q a little different. You're going to now see the flip side to Johnny Q. So still all about that good, but it's about to get real. Discussions are about to get real.
Look,
and there's no holding back. There is no holding back, no holds barred. This is the type of conversation. Oh, yeah, that was the bomb. Oh, yes. Trust me. If I could go back in time, I would. But I'm looking to recreate that, and I will get in touch with you, Rod. You got some great fighters and a great organization that you now matchmake for. We can talk for sure. You know what I'm saying? So,
he's in a fight league?
Yes. Oh, yes. I mean, he used to be with V3. Now he's with CFFC, doing their thing, big style. Big style. I mean, they just absorbed a whole organization. They were an organization that absorbed another whole organization doing big things. I probably interviewed everybody on the V3 roster twice.
Oh, wow.
Most definitely. I will definitely be in contact with you.
Man, that's it's funny, man, because that's 2 times, that you hit me up with some wig splitter material.
Look at Mr. Stokes. Mr. Stokes in the building for Johnny Q After Dark with his Conflict MMA in the building.
Oh, is that Mr. Stokes, Big Stokes?
Mr. Stokes.
What's going on with you, Mr. Stokes?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be in touch. We can talk about it, and we can definitely talk to them because you know the daytime Johnny Q is all about that good. All about that good. Oh yeah, Mr.
Night
Stokes.
though. Hey, things
Georgia.
change when that sun goes down. Hey, you
Oh,
remember
look.
what was the name of that show? You remember that show used to come on Dark Side? That ill little intro.
Well, see, this had to be done because again, a lot of people have just seen one side of me. They've
Right,
just
right.
seen the happy, joy, kind of go along to get along type of flow. This ain't that party. This is not that party.
Man, you got to let them know who you are, man. And the only way you get to know somebody is if you live with them or if you see them at their best and their worst. So,
Well,
there
again,
you go.
That's one reason why I got you on. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Stokes giving a shout out to Silverback in the house.
Hey. Appreciate you.
You
You know
know,
what it is. Can't wait for
so
the next fight function. I'm going to be in Vegas for that one. I'm going to be in Vegas while that one's going on, right? In
well,
September?
actually, you'll be back for the conflict show though.
Okay.
Happy. Look, Jamie, you know me a little better than some, so you know it ain't all roses. Me and Jamie didn't had them discuss it ain't all roses.
Oh,
And
no.
this is why we're here. We're here to talk about literally all the things that people are just afraid to say, all the things that people are afraid to talk about. And it's all fair game here. All fair game. Comments are fair game. Look, I ain't taking out a damn thing personal. So don't take nothing personal either. But this is after dark. And exactly, Jamie, fuck roses. I definitely feel you. You heard?
Hey, you know I saw something today, man, where they are trying to not even get just Biden out of the office. They're trying to get Pelosi out of the office too.
Look here, man. Now, seeing that you, Mr. Graybeard, the pirate, the silverback, wants to start talking about the politics. Look here, man. They can all get the hell out. Because they ain't serving nothing. They're public servants serving them damn selves.
That's
and I'm
it.
tired of paying their tax. Look, our taxes basically pay them. But they don't represent anybody.
Nope.
Anybody. Not let alone black folks, white folks, no folks. They don't represent nobody. Got a Pelosi. Yep, got it. Time for Pelosi to go. What else we got going on over here? They all suck. Yes, they do, damn it. They all suck. And it's just a simple fact that we as a whole entire people, we as primates, we refer to human beings as primates because we have opposables. So at that point, they all gotta go. They need to be replaced. Everything is good. No. Can everybody hear me? Okay. All right. Yeah, Biden's got to go too. Biden's definitely got to go. Well, here's my thing with Biden. And are you still with us, Warren? Are you still with us? Graybeard, can you hear me? Got you. But here's my thing. And again, this is why I do the after dark, because I'm about to go there.
There you go.
There we go. I'm a conspiracy theory person just like anybody. You see what I'm saying? But check this out. I don't even think that's him. I think it's an android. I think he literally Biden. Look, every time you see the man, his chin looks different. His face looks different. Now, unless he's getting daily fucking facelifts, bruh, that's a different person. And here's the craziness. It's almost like when the Wi-Fi shuts off, he falls downstairs. When the Wi-Fi signal gets low, he'll be talking and do this. What was I talking about? Think
that
about
battery
it.
in his back.
Thank you. It's almost like his battery low. I don't understand. Like, now mind you, they say he's sick, he won't take a cognitive test. Because we all know he ain't gonna pass it. Let's just keep it real.
Hell
Keep it
no.
really real. You know what I'm saying? So now you get left with someone with limited experience, but would pacify some of the masses. Now, it wouldn't shock me if something crazy don't happen, because basically, look, when they came out with vax that thing up, I knew there were some things coming.
Fuck out of here with that dumb shit.
Right?
Hey man, look, real quick.
Yeah.
Look.
Change out of it. Don't it though? They put a new face on that man daily.
Hey man, look, I don't know who did it, and I wasn't keen on everything that happened during the insurrection at the Capitol, but whoever took a shit on Nancy Pelosi's damn desk. Whoever took a shit on her desk, they get a big old swap. They get a big old salute from me, man. Look, whoever dropped the deuce on her desk.
Deuce.
They did a deuce on the desk, man. Who does a deuce on the desk? Like, that's what you do when you about to quit a job.
Well, only
right?
when you
Ain't that
storm
what you
the
about to do?
Capitol,
You about to
brother.
quit a job?
Only when you storm the Capitol, you get the deuce on the desk.
Either that or if I'm about to quit a job and I know I ain't coming back, I'm gonna take a deuce on the desk. I'm gonna take a shit on the desk, bro. Easy.
Well, think about it. Think about it. Jamie brings up a point here. Basically, Biden said something when he was getting elected that really kind of put me in a crazy way. My man was like, "You ain't black if you don't vote for Joe Biden." I was like, "If I see you, I'm smacking spitfire out your ass, son."
For real.
Like, oh yeah. Oh, that's that. Again, Joe Biden said, "I'm going to recruit people in the urban areas to try to talk to their people to get vaccinated." Mind you, I have nothing against vaccinations. Get it? Don't get it? That's strictly on you. That's all personal choice. I have no problem with. What I have a problem with is you selling sex to one group of people.
Right.
One. In the video, there weren't even any white people in the video. No Asians, no Latinos, no black, brown.
Nothing.
Just,
like we the only ones fucking.
Thank you.
I know. I know I'm not the only dude on the dick, and I know there's not only one colored dick on this planet. Come on, man. So
you see what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's what got me with that. I mean, it was almost like an all-out attack. Like, look, we're gonna get y'all to do this, regardless if you want to or not. And we're gonna, if you want to, what did me X say? If you want to, if you want
to, something with Scott.
With Scott, like if you want to smash, you gotta really.
You take the shot and you can fuck with Scott. And all that shit, dumbass. That's the stupidest song, man. You know, I mean, that's just a stupid ass damn song, man. I'm sorry. I've not heard too many songs that was more stupid. Oh man, I mean, shit.
But see, here's the thing though. It's all about money. So supposedly, a dating app funded that video. Now I want to follow the money. I want to see where this dating app called Black got the money from to fund a budget to get Juvie, Manny Fresh is not cheap, and Mia X that they didn't mess around and blew the dust off of to come out of retirement. Really? Now let's just, again, we're in America. Follow the money. It's all about the money. Here's my thing. We the people are not seeing any of that money, but we kept getting lied to, led astray, run amok. Dude, it just goes on and on and on. I mean, look, there's some fuckery going on, and I'm here. And my opinion on it is this: we're all taking it in some way, shape, or form. Everybody's taking it, and it's no longer. It's getting to a point now where it's not just attacking one group of people; they're attacking people. They're using psychological attacks to break people down, to then reformulate them. It's the oldest trick in the book. They've been doing it since the beginning of time. Like, here, have this drink. Yeah, and we want the island of Long Island. We want Manhattan Island for some shiny beads. but you're
Right.
drunk as fuck.
I mean, real easy on that one. Like, come on, man. Like, here's my thing, right? If you can't see that these motherfuckers is offering every damn thing short of tacos to goddamn get a shot, look, and then you got at the front of the parade, you know what I'm saying? You got the drum leader is Bill Gates. What the fuck does
Don't
Bill
get
Gates
me
know about
started
medicine?
on that shit. Oh, look. Now, Bill said some shit. Now, Bill has said some shit, and Bill said some shit. All right, Bill said some shit a while ago that Bill was down with population control. But see, Bill was smart about it. Bill never said that I want to kill anybody. I don't want to kill everybody. I just want to make it so you can't have no more babies. That's all. That's all. You
And where
just
did he
can't have no
practice
more
that at?
kids.
He practiced that on a village in Africa, man.
Like,
Sterilizing females. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I mean, some of the horrific shit that this fucker does, man. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I know this is Johnny Q After Dark, but I might have to really go a little bit deeper, man. Because I mean, this dude right here, you know, I mean, he's not a president, he's not a statesman, he's not a political figure. You know what I'm saying? You know who? He's not a scientist. You know who the fuck is this dude to be talking about? I want to populate the whole. I want to vaccinate the whole world. Who are you to want? Look, I want to leave. I want to leave Earth without a spaceship. Shit, how am I gonna do that? LSD, some drugs? I don't know. But the point is, like, people in hell want ice water, Bill. William, fucking William Jr. You and your fucking daddy and all of the crazy bullshit that y'all done did. You know what I'm saying? Do you know this dude's history?
I see a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't truly know what Bill's lineage is and how closely connected he is. Like, put it this way, Bill, if he wasn't owner of Microsoft, could have been president because he's got that type of connection.
I don't think. The more I'm thinking about it, man, I think that Microsoft was some shit that was dropped in his lap.
It was. Come on.
I
Look,
think
look,
some
look, look.
was
But
dropped
think
in
about
his
it.
lap.
Look what Jamie says. My man can't even keep viruses off of Windows. The fuck he know about? I mean,
Say that shit, Jamie.
you know what I'm saying? But it's real. But nobody wants to talk about the real shit. That's the real shit. Like, look, there's an agenda, and I always tell people, you want to go on vacation, you want to go somewhere, you just want to sit back and do some research. Research the Georgia Godstones that just appeared in the middle of a night in a park with permits, looking like and they call it the American Stonehenge, and just read what it's got on it in a bunch of different languages. So they weren't joking. Like, I want you to know this right here in a lot of different dialects. I don't want you to miss nothing. Nothing. And I'm like, and they will not tell you who put it there, how it got there, how they got permits, how some big ass trucks had to come and drop that shit off. But the first line of it states that, yeah, you know, we want the population of the world to be 500 million. 500 million. That's a lot of extinction. So that's not just a black thing. That's not just a brown thing. That's not a yellow thing. That's not a white thing. That is a extinction level event to the likes that we have never seen on this planet is what that is. So to know that these things are out there, we as a human species are trying to get ourselves exterminated by other human species. It's not like the aliens then came down and said, oh, and do not get me started on the last card. There's a card game. There's a card game, people. It's called the Illuminati card game. So check this out. Everything that's happened since 9/11 are cards in that game. And there's only one card left to play. One. That card is little green people.
Hey,
and
let me
orange people and blue people coming down in spaceships.
Hey, let me hop back to the Godstone real quick, the Georgia Godstone. This this is what it says, right? It says American Stonehenge, monumental instructions for post-apocalypse. The Georgia Guidestones may be the most enigmatic monument in the U.S. Huge slabs of granite inscribed with directions for rebuilding civilization after the apocalypse. Only one man knows who created them, and he's not talking.
Graybeard to Silverback, live and direct. But this is the shit that nobody talks about. Why?
One
Because they
man.
don't advertise it. Shit. My man said extinction. The resurrection. Resurrection. What does that tell you? That shit is bigger than just a small group of people.
That's, man. Listen, man. You ever watch the opening credits for Terminator?
Yep.
And these motherfuckers, the robots is walking and crushing skulls.
Oh, you just walk, stepping
like,
on them.
Like, if you really want to look at it, I'm gonna tell you, if there's one movie that really, really changed my life and my perception of things, and it stuck with me, and there's a reason, right? Like, I grew up, right? Any movie that had a post-apocalyptic type of setting always attracted me to it. I'm gonna run down a list of ones, right? Red Dawn.
Yep.
Terminator 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Mad Max, Road Warrior, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
Road Warrior.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and what I always looked at, and this is what I look at to this very day. So even when I was a kid, I looked at it, and I look at it to this very day, is in the very beginning of these movies, they tell you some shit. And what they tell you is like how shit got fucked up, how shit went sideways. With the Road Warrior, there was an economic collapse and then the oil shortage. Okay. With Terminator, it was that there was a rise of AI and that machines took over. You know what I'm saying? There's always some type of intro. You got to really pay attention to this, right? Like, even a movie that most people that wouldn't even think is post-apocalyptic, but it really is dystopian. And it's a movie called Children of Men.
Yeah, that's very, look, you got to read between the lines in that movie.
Yeah, you do.
But it's there, though.
Yeah.
If you're really paying attention, it's there. But see, they realize that, again, they can't really do anything to you that they don't tell you they're going to do to you first. So they give you the free will to decide if you want to do what you want to do. Right. Although they've already told you what's coming. And movies are a great symbol, but you're being entertained. Yeah. So you miss some of the symbolisms in these movies because you're being entertained and it's scary or it's funny or it's got you crying. Or look here, man. They've been telling fucking stories in movies since the beginning of time. Since black and white movies, they were still trying to tell you what the fuck was going on. Yep. But you're entertained. Oh.
War of the Worlds.
Look. They Live.
They Live. Oh, my goodness. Classic. John Carpenter's greatest film yet.
Roddy Piper with the glasses on.
But what about V? Remember V?
Oh, people forget about the series V. They forget about the chick having the baby, and the baby came out. Well, she had twins.
One was
the first baby that came out was not human. No, the first baby came out was human. The second baby came out, hopped out, looked at everybody, and bounced.
Reptilian.
Straight reptilian. V, The Final Battle. If for those of you who don't know what that movie is, check that shit out. That was some creepy fuck shit back in the day that had everybody on some like, ooh.
But see, here's the thing, right? now, me and you kind of came across the information around the same time, right? About the reptilians,
Oh
right?
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that, you know what I'm saying? It took me back to V, you know what I'm saying? As far as the reptilians there and what, you know, what this is all about and all that good stuff. But I never really thought about the depth of what they were saying and why. And here's the thing, right? Why would they even let that get on TV? Because they're saying the inorganic ones, as they're called, the inorganic ones,
Inorganic.
yeah, the inorganic ones are like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're in alternate dimensions. What's your name? Your boy's name? David Icke.
Oh, Ike. David Icke.
David Icke.
David Icke, the man that everybody said was crazy and was on some old crazy shit. And they've made many attempts to kill that man. They've made many attempts to silence that man. And all the shit he said 15 years ago is now reality.
Yep. Reality.
I mean, and let's not get me started. This flat plane shit, this flat earth shit, I can't wrap my fucking mind around it, but I'm gonna tell you, it's hard not to pay attention to because the shit is just so crazy. It's like flat earth, flat plane. So it's not flat earthers, there's flat earthers, there's flat planers, there's round earthers. The fuck is going on? Got round earth coming out of one ear, fucking flat earth coming out of another ear, got vax that thing up coming out of fucking another. What the fuck, man?
Yo, they're hitting you from every angle and every orifice.
Fucking overload, bruh. It's overload. But see, that's the thing, though. They get you with the shock and awe. They get you all nice and numbed up. They get you numb. They don't use lube no more. They get you nice and numbed up so you don't even feel it. And then they just give it to you. Yeah, right to the yeah.
Let me see if I get it to the shoulder.
To the pit. All the way to the fucking pit, bruh. But look though, as a whole species, everybody is too busy with the blinders on.
Because every week they're giving you something new. Like this week, guess what the distraction is? The distraction this week is the Olympics with Dominique. I was about to say Dominique Dawes, but with Simone Biles. That's the distraction. Mm-hmm. That's a distraction.
Oh, there's definitely some fuckery afoot. There is some fuckery afoot. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee. But think about it though. Is there really fuckery, or did they automatically know no one was really going to watch the Olympics anyway? But you'll tune in to watch some controversy. At least Americans will tune in to watch some motherfucking controversy because we love us some drama.
Right.
Do you realize that the shows and stuff they show in other countries aren't the same? They're not the same. They don't show all the craziness that they show here. Like the products that they have in other countries don't have all the additives, preservatives, and fillers in them. They're completely different products with the same name. So it makes you wonder, what the fuck do we got going on over here? Are we all just basically guinea pigs?
Well, I think you said it. I mean, look at it like this, right? When you go over to, I think every form of media, right? Let's not act like America's the only home for media. You know what I mean? Because media is what? A form of propaganda. And with all the propaganda, what's the purpose for propaganda? Is to control and disseminate information to the mass. And the masses are, i.e., mass media, communicates that to the masses. And what it allows them to do is simply say, you know what? At the end of the day, make your own choice. But think about this, think about that, think about this, think about that, think about this, think about that, think about this, your job, your home, cat, school, job, school, job, eat, food, job, drive car, job, you know what I'm saying? It's like they throw so much at you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that in America, like, everything is, all right, outside of the borders of America, everything is sexual. Inside of the borders of America, everything is violent.
Pure, unadulterated, uncut to the gut carnage.
Let me give you one more. Even sex in America is violent.
Dude, there was a baseball, and it's funny you mentioned that because there's a baseball pitcher. I'm not going to mention no names because basically they're allegations. But he was having sex with a young lady, and she was like, we was having sex, and my man just got violent and just like started punching me. Like, homeboy was giving her the putting the beats on her.
He was throwing them bows. He was pulling a ludicrous.
Like,
throw them bows.
Look, this is a very well-known pitcher in baseball. So it's not like he's like a scrub who's on like the AAA ball club trying to make it to the big leagues. My man is very well known. He makes a lot. Well, no, he made a lot of money because basically he already said, well, we was having sex. Oh, you're done. It's a wrap for you. Oh, so you didn't choke her either? We're not going to say you didn't choke her. Oh, you didn't smack her in the back of the head? Like.
But what about your boy, the newscaster?
Look what Jamie's got to say.
What is that?
It's like, there's text that proved she asked him to do that shit. That's my point. And I always knew. I'm like, look, for those of you who don't know, and this is the Johnny Quantum Show After Dark. Okay, so there's some people out there that are in this S&M shit. They're into that, like, donkey punching chicks. They're into, like, hitting it from the back, punching them in the back of the head. Chicks like that. They like to be spit on. They like to be pissed on, shit on. There's dudes who like to have stilettos, like, crashed into their nuts. Like, look, we in America basically have been deprived of getting those things out because it's hush-hush. If you go to other countries, if you go to Japan, for instance, the wife knows that the husband is at the brothel because basically he knows the prostitute because the prostitute's the one takes it in the ass. Wifey's like, I'm not taking it in the ass. She can take that in the ass. I'm not taking it in the ass. But flip that now. There's also spots for the women to go. If hubby's like, I ain't eating the pussy, or I'm not going to fuck in the ass, she can go to her spot and get her freak on too. What's the divorce rate in Japan? You tell me.
I bet it's 10 times, at least 10 points lower than in America.
Let's say she was flying her freak flag. Yes, she was. Okay, look. And see, here's the bad part. He was asked to do these acts, and unfortunately, his dick got the best of him. He was thinking with the wrong head. Because basically she asked him, and he actually did it. So she baited him. So, bruh, I hope the pussy was good. I hope you really tore that shit up. I hope you jumped all up in it, every orifice. I hope you skeeted all up all over the place. Because, dude, you make too much money to be punching chicks in the middle of a fuck session.
Right.
Look here. Mind you, if I'm the agent, real shit, you're signing a waiver. You want to fuck my athlete? Sign this waiver that basically states that some kinky fuck shit's about to go down, and you're Coolio in the gang with it. And if you get fucked up, black eye, choked out, we got to resuscitate your ass. Guess what? Hey, you asked for it. You signed off on the waiver.
Hey, I got an answer for you. The divorce rate in Japan, 1.8 per 1,000. The divorce rate in America, 14.9 per 1,000. That's a major gap.
Dude, they got sex robots, sex robots in Japan, bro. Sex robots. They talk to you. They talk to you all sexy. They stroke you all nice.
Konnichiwa. Me sucking your dick.
Sex robots.
Me milking your balls. Konnichiwa.
I think due to publicity, I think he'll settle out of court. But He actually did it. You got to think about it. I can call somebody and you can keep all the records you want, and I can say, do this to me, do that to me, and you actually do it, but you don't kill me. Oh, if I decide to take you to court, you got the proof that I need. I'm actually going to use your proof that you kept against you. Like, yes, I did. I asked for all of that. But I didn't expect him to actually do it. I thought we were role playing. See, there's too many angles for things to get slippery slope, especially in court, especially when you're a big public figure like that. There's way too many outs. And basically, he got money to pay her off. And that's what's going to happen.
But hold on. What about your boy? Was his name Herb Alpert, the one that was biting chicks?
Oh, yeah. Marv Albert.
Marv Alpert. Thank you. I knew it was Alpert.
Yeah, that was back in the day. He kind of like the
He's gnawing on bitches. Give me that booty, girl.
You heard?
Literally.
My man was chomping chicks. You know what I'm saying? But see, here's the thing. We as Americans have been so sexually. Oh, it was Marv Albert. Yes, because there's the Albert brothers. There's 3 of them, and they were all in. They're all in broadcasting. So you're absolutely right. Well, thank you, my good man. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? But like, we have been deprived sexually as Americans. As Americans, we have not been allowed to truly search and find ourselves sexually. Other countries, basically, it's like everything open. Like, you're taught sex, you understand it. You're not experimenting because basically you were taught everything about it at a very young age.
Who were the Pilgrims? The Pilgrims are Puritans. This is a Puritan society, bro. So they're not rocking with all of that out there. This is the Miss Prissy. This is the sexually deprived. This is the nation of blue balls.
No, actually, do you know what that promotes, bro?
Shit, rape.
Bingo.
Yeah.
That promotes aggressive, violent sex.
Exactly.
It's suppressed. Hey, look, Jamie, I gotta give it to you. Keep that rolling, brother. Because you and your wife are becoming a rare breed nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Look, feel blessed, brother. Because there's a lot of people out there right now. Now, mind you, this goes both ways. There's a lot of women out there right now who's just like, well, I'm trying to get a little freak deep, but my man ain't trying to get freak deep. But I mean, he's a good provider and he's great with the kids, but my man ain't smacking the booty. He ain't sticking the thumb in the booty hole. He ain't doing it the way I like it done.
Right.
Because I'm going to tell you, like, some chicks, there's a lot of chicks out there that want to be slored. And when I say slored, they want to be treated like a slut and a whore at the same time. They want to be slored.
But see, here's the thing, right? Right? You got dudes that like get tired of the same chick. All right, look at it this way, right? Let's look at it this way. You go from junior high school to not getting very much action, right? Maybe 1 or 2 a year, maybe 1 or 2 you hold down a girlfriend for a little while, and you know what I'm saying? Then you get into high school, and if you're single, you start picking up 1 or 2.
Oh, you're smelling your nuts at that point.
Yeah,
You're waking up with the on the daily now.
Right. And don't be in sports because now you're a jock, so you're gonna get a little bit more attention, right? But then you get into college. Now, college, your hormones are full rage. Now you're with chicks who are from different parts of the world of the country, and they're as sexually repressed as you, and they're ready to explore too. So that's college.
And high.
Oh yeah,
and on every pill
for the first time. And then guess what? So then you got the dudes that really wanted at that point in time, and the girls that wanted too, but they're trying to hold back. Okay, so then what happens after college? After college, if you're single, you're running through the whole damn auditorium. You're a bull running down from the hill trying to fuck everything moving
at once.
At once,
Like
right?
you're trying to stick your dick through one chick into another chick, so you can just line them up like it's gonna go in the pussy, out the ass, and then another pussy. Bang.
So that's called a shish kebab. All right,
Shish kebabbing.
that's a shish kebabbing.
Shish
So
kebabbing.
so now take that same person and settle them down. Settle them down to where now they just got that one. And guess what? No matter how good it is, for the average, not Jamie. Jamie is Jamie's a phenom.
But Jamie understands though. Look, he understands. He's like, you got to walk down the hill and fuck them all.
Yeah. So Jamie's a phenom, but you know what I'm saying? Let's just say that everybody else, the other 80%, using the Pareto principle, the other 80% is like, all right, we 3 years in, I do it this way, I do it that way, I get my nut, I roll over, she gets her nut, she's good, da-da-da.
If she gets her nut, they do that?
Yeah, shit, because it's so much easier when you're married. You know how to hit the bone to get it right.
Oh yeah, well, but again though, like you said, it's rare to be able to last that long, still handling the business that strong. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta, like Jamie also said, you gotta have communication, and you gotta talk to your partner. Like, look, we've been doing a missionary for the last like 5 years. You see, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We need to switch this up. Like, can I at least hit a doggy? Like, I won't smack the ass just yet, but I need some deeper penetration. But that's a conversation that they're just not having. Like, look, I want you to suck my balls. But you don't suck balls. Or better yet, head game is weak. Women, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now.
Tell them.
Okay, I'm gonna let you in on a little man code secret, and I think I'm helping all the men out there when I say this.
I'm pouring up on this one.
There is a large percentage, and I'm willing to bet well over 88% of the men on the planet who basically they like to get their dick sucked. They like it, and I don't give a damn if you're straight, not straight. Look, we as men love to get our shit jam sucked on.
I want to dump off in your jawbone. I want to let loose. I want to rock and roll on your chin. I want to let it go, let it go. Let it go.
Yeah. Bro.
I want you to make me wonder if I'm in your mouth or in your pussy.
Look, check this out. I want you to literally suck my dick so good that I literally feel the soul come through my toes. But let's also reverse that. Yes, women, we fully understand that there is only one body part on the human body that has one purpose, one sexual purpose, and that body part is on a woman, and that is her clit. It has no other purpose but for sexual stimulation. None. Fellas, if your tongue game ain't tight, get your fingers working properly.
Yeah.
Find that little spot. Look, uncover the man in the boat. Bring the man in the boat out. And I promise you, that head will be a little better. That ass will be a little better. Things will get a little better for you. I promise you.
Got to be a cunnilinguist.
Oh, he breaks out the fucking 50-point words, fucking Tito drinking ass.
Think about it.
But this is why we're having these discussions. Johnny Quantum After Dark. Why? Because this is the shit that people want to talk about, but ain't nobody talking about because they're afraid. Because we here in America, we want to hide our sexuality because, I don't want to be talked about. Look here, man. Be technique. Fucking's fucking. And it's okay. It really is okay. I mean, it's natural, right? Do you realize that, like, the concept of being with one person is odd? It's odd out of nature because basically there's only one species that mates for life. And they're one group of penguin. One. They're made for life.
Gorillas made for life. Gorillas made. Now, here's the difference, though. A gorilla can have multiple partners, especially if they are the alpha of a troop.
But I'm talking about with the same one. Just one. Like a Highlander, brother, there can only be
one.
One. So, I mean, when you look at it, it's not even natural. But we are told and programmed that this is just what you do. And that's perfectly fine if it works for you. If you get that situation, I'm going to tell y'all, men, women listening, if you find that person that gets as freak nasty as you do, rock out with your cock and clit out. Handle your motherfucking business. Straight up. Handle your business. Why? Because you are living your best life and don't even know it. Because there are so many people, there's so many dudes who basically been fucking around with Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters so fucking long, they'll never hit a piece of pussy or get their dick sucked ever again because it just don't feel right. That's fucked up. And there's so many women who are so used to dildos and vibrators. Now, mind you, there's some good shit out there that you can bring in with your partner that can definitely stimulate and help some shit out. Help you find that V spot. That's for another episode. Fellas, find the V spot. Not the G spot, the V spot. Another episode. But this is what I'm talking about. See, this is the shit that people just don't want to talk about. Like, I don't want people to know I'm a freak. Really? So you're going to suppress the shit. Then you're going to, and this is what chicks say. I don't want people to know I'm a freak. And then they meet a dude and they're so sexually repressed. They put the pussy, the ass, the head on them. Dude literally feels like he done seen Jesus. And then she tried to figure out why the bitch got a stalker. Yep, she done curled his toes 8 ways till Sunday. And now homie can't leave her alone. He can't, look. He can't even talk. That's called the O face. Yeah.
Ow, 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 ow.
When you, ladies, when the dude starts doing that shit and you ain't even fucking, you put it on him too good. Mind you, that goes the opposite way. Fellas, look, you can't put it on everybody because not everybody was meant to get the dick. They weren't meant for it. They really weren't, but I get it. You all up in the middle of some shit, you start in the middle of some sex, smacking your own ass. Chicks can't handle that sometimes, man. Unless you meet the kind that can. Then
Right.
when you do, look here, man. Value the experience in whatever you do. We as men do the dummy move. I need to lock that down. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. That is your biggest fucking mistake.
Yep.
You do not wife
Every
that.
time.
That's not wife material.
Nope. No. That is sideline. That is sideline pom-poms in the hand material right there.
Bro. Look, that's some shit that'll have you paying her bills, her other man's bills, her girl's bills.
That's facts. That's facts. All facts, no cap.
Ooh. Yeah, Jamie said it. You can't get pussy whipped. You got to whip the pussy. And that's what I'm talking about. Because when you have a mentality like that as a man, everybody wins. She wins. You win. That's called a win.
Win-win. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? But unfortunately, we sexually deprived Americans look at Europeans and are just jealous. Like, okay, prime example. We've been up to Canada doing our thing. You're walking around Canada and they're like, why the lights different colors? Oh, you're in the red light district. What? You look up in the window, ass, titties, big booty bitches. They're everywhere. And they shaking. And then look, twerking ain't new, y'all. For all y'all young folks that are over the age of 21 watching this show.
Twerking is the oldest thing.
Twerking ain't new. And look, you're there looking. So wait a minute. You mean I can go to the cafe? I can have me some coffee, smoke me some weed, come back down the street and trick off legally? And you wonder why Americans used to go up to Canada and be like, I don't want to come back. I had so
Shit,
much
we
fun.
almost didn't come back. What you talking about?
We almost got kidnapped at a Denny's in Canada 21 years ago. Things would be different.
Much
Things
different.
would be different if we'd have said, fuck it, let's stay. It'd have been different, bro. It'd have been, but yeah. But see, that's what I mean. Like, we're in that age group to where, like, they tried to shut the fucking down in 69 because everybody was fucking everybody. They didn't give a damn. They were just like, ooh, I'm not bisexual, I'm trisexual. I'm trying everything. I want to sample this, I want to sample that. They got to sample the sample. And so we were the births of that sampling. So we know what it's like when everybody, because look, I ain't gonna front. We was fucking before AIDS was a thing. Condom,
Raw dog.
bust on your face, sure.
Bruh, motherfuckers rolling dice with their dicks, boy.
You heard?
Oh,
I mean, boom. And you didn't want to see snake eyes.
Oh, hell no. Boy, you see snake eyes, AC Doocy, and goddamn
let you go fast.
any of them. Bruh, if you ain't hitting 7, 4 trade, 5 deuce, 6-1.
But look though, it wasn't prevalent. Like, very few people had venereal diseases. They made a big deal, but I'm gonna tell you what, I damn near fucked my way across the country.
I believe.
And nothing, not near nutter. That's why I have a certain affinity for college campuses. Because I've been on quite a few of them, and I've handled my business in the dorms, in the sorority houses, in the backyard, at the football game, under the bleacher.
Under the sea.
Yeah, I was definitely under the sea. Oh, that was, look, only Mr. Gray Beard Silverback can get away with that one.
Come on, man. Hey, man. Look, hey, when they bring him to you to turn him out or to bust him down, you gotta accept it. You know, it's like, look, the women was bringing them to me. I wasn't going after them. They was bringing them to me.
Well, but see, here's the thing, though. That was a different time. That was a time in which we were allowed to be us, but we had to be that then. Because I'm not gonna be that damn near 50-year-old dude up in the club fucking chicks half my age.
Oh, that's so disgusting, man. That's disgusting.
Yeah, you know why that's disgusting? Because I got a 21-year-old daughter.
Right. That's why it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? When you got a teen at home and or you got teens, you know, early 20s, man, take your ass to that older club, man. Get you one of these sexually deprived 40-year-olds, man. It's okay. They need it too.
Snatch you a MILF.
Get you a MILF. Get you a mom that loves to get it in. You know what I'm saying? Because they deprived.
There are
a
lot of them. There are a lot of them. But really quick, Silverback. Again, you know, this is Johnny Quantum, the Johnny Quantum Show After Dark. We are approaching the hour mark. We're going to keep going because we're getting it in. Because this is After Dark and this is what we do. I just want to basically kind of give props, you know what I'm saying, to those who watch, to those who have an open mind. Trust me, this is the first, but it sure ain't the last because we need to talk about these topics. Feel free, chime in, leave a comment. They'll be getting it in. Share your opinions. This is what it's about. It's about After Dark. We put the kids to bed. We're going to talk about some grit, grimy, all types of nasty shit. Jamie talk about what's up with that gilf. Find a gilf.
A gilf?
Gilf?
Fuck is a gilf? I don't even know what that shit is. You goddamn Jamie put me on some new shit. He said a gilf.
You want a gilf, bro? You sure you want a gilf? Think about it. I ain't gonna tell you. Think about it. MILF. G. Gilf. Think about it.
Oh, hell no.
Jamie helping you out.
What did you say?
Grandma, I'd like to fuck.
Now, there's a lot of them out there,
No,
especially in my age group.
No. But I look. I will say this. There are a lot of women out there, and Jamie just brought up a good point. If you had kids at a young age, you might be 55 and a grandma.
Yeah, no. You might be 40 and a grandma.
Facts.
Nowadays.
Facts.
So yeah, no. Trust me, I get it. I get it. Totally get it.
I mean, they're out there, man. But I mean, see, this is the type of stuff, again, to have these conversations. Johnny Quantum After Dark up at 52. At 5'2". And my man, look. My man that found him a cougar. He 45.
Got him. Marcus, I'm not wearing any panties, Marcus.
Right? But seriously, look. These are the conversations that really need to be had because we as men don't have them. Like, okay, so again, talking about being deprived and what role that plays in the dynamic of a relationship. You see what I mean? We as men, like, okay, so we want to get it, but we ain't getting it. If we ain't getting it, trust me, we're going to want to get it somewhere else. If you think he's just going to sit back and not fuck you and watch porn and think he ain't going to get it in eventually, look, the pent-up sex vibe is going to catch some hoe who got the radar on for that shit, because I promise you they do. And at that point, ladies, somebody else is going to be fucking and sucking your man. It's that simple. And fellas, okay.
So
don't think if you're not fucking... What?
All you chicks that like to argue with your man a lot, you better do like Monique said. Don't send him out the house with a hard dick.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Because it's gonna find a hole to get put in.
And when he comes back with that jello, put in the chocolate pudding,
put the pudding in the pop, in the pop, in the
pop, in the pudding. He's gonna turn everything out with the pop and the pudding and the pudding and the pop.
Ah, look here. There you go. My man Jamie, like, look, my wife be smoking. She's smoking. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's about, though. I mean, being able to be completely yourself around anybody, fucking, not fucking, friends, whatever. That's what makes it special. See, me being able to be fully me, not fragmented me, around some of you who are watching right now, and you, Graybeard the Silverback, know more of me than more of the general public because they get the PC me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Again, Jamie's wife be having the conversation because you have to have those conversations. You have to be able to really know what's cracking. Period.
Yeah.
Either way, and again, fellas, if you ain't giving her the high hard one the way she wanted, if you ain't curling her toes, if you ain't eating pussy because you love it, if you ain't eating pussy for the reaction you get,
yeah,
she's going to have somebody else stroking the kitty.
Yep.
And don't get mad. Well, I don't do that. I didn't do that. Well, guess what? Evolve or die. It's that simple. Somebody else will stroke the kitty. They'll have no problem stroking the kitty. None whatsoever. And again, you think us men got strong cheat game? Women's cheat game is way stronger because we're coming at it from just a carnal, primitive, primal spot. women's cheat game is strategic. That shit is like, I'm gonna set this shit up so that way, if you do find out, you'll be so crushed, you ain't gonna want to fuck with me or no other bitch. Got you. While I'm out getting the dick.
Because the female gonna go for a dude that gives whatever she needs, whatever she's deficient in, is what she's gonna go for. So if she's deficient in dollars, she gonna find her sugar daddy. If she's deficient in emotions, she gonna find her a damn pastor pimp. You know what I'm saying? If she's deficient and just getting that back blown all the way backwards, then she gonna find her a pool boy. You know what I'm saying? A young thug. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you ain't never lied about that one, bro. Yo, you never lied about that one, Johnny Q.
You ain't never lied. But you gotta have the talk. Again, you got teenagers, you got young 20s. Look, I chit-chatted with my daughter about it. My oldest, she's 21 years old. She's an amazing young woman. She's definitely got above average looks. By far, it's almost like I helped produce that. Wow, damn. Like, damn, I wasn't expecting all that. You know what I'm saying? But I had to tell her, because I'm like, look, dudes is gonna get at you. Dudes is gonna get at you, and they're gonna get at you in a way that, like, and she's smaller, so it's not like she's like, this 5'8", 5'9". She's like 5'3". You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oreo show. You know what I'm saying? But like, I had to have the talk with her, and she knows, she's smart enough, and she understands. Look, either you can fuck around because shit feels good, and you might be drinking and smoking, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, well, look, men and women think about shit different. That's why it's like, look, you get your women out there who know the weakness of men. It's a wrap.
Yep.
It's a wrap, because they automatically know, I don't even have to touch you. I can just tease you, tempt you, and you will pay my bills. All of them. All of them. And you ain't even stroked the kitty. You're getting titty pics of cleavage. No nipple.
I mean, have you realized that they have now an app that, even though it wasn't meant for it, it's called OnlyFans.
Ooh.
OnlyFans.
Now, OnlyFans. Look, look. There's people literally on OnlyFans. These chicks is making bread. I'm talking dollar bills, y'all.
Millions.
Look, there's some sex in the champagne room, and I ain't talking about Tiger Woods. These chicks are getting it in. And I'm like, you make 10 grand a week? What? You're making 35 grand a month? What? Dudes is paying. Mind you, chicks is paying. Now here's the flip side that y'all really don't hear about.
What is it?
Dudes who are making 10, 15 grand a month, 20 grand a month. Dudes. Welcome to the digital era. So, I mean, this OnlyFans shit is out of control. It truly is out of control.
It is.
I mean, more power to the OnlyFans girls. Yep. Make that money. Look here. Send me titty pics all you want to. I've seen a lot of titties. I've seen a lot of asses. I've seen a lot of assholes. I've seen a lot of pussies. So to send me pics of some shit, look. You want to impress me? You really want to impress me with just showing me something about, this was way before I met you, so we're talking probably about a good 25, 26 years ago.
Okay.
I'm at a strip club in Memphis, Tennessee. And there was a young lady, and she was doing her thing, and she's dancing, and she laid down at the very edge of the platform, right? Of the stage. And literally the song, it like queued up to where it had all the boom, 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 boom. This chick was opening her pussy an asshole to the beat of the music. I stood up, went over to the edge of the stage, and looked down. And then I looked down again. And I was like, yo. Now, mind you, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. We feel a little saucy at that point. And I'm like, yo, my man Dan, come here, yo. Look at this. He literally looked down, looked at me. Silverback. This man went in his pocket and pulled out a knot of money. He literally just threw it on the stage, shook his head, and went and sat back down. Like, it was just like, I can't. That's some shit. Look. You want to impress me with some pictures or you want to do some shit? That's impressive.
That's how you do it.
That's impressive. Mind you, I'm talking about it over 25 years later. What does that tell you? I've never seen anything like it. Now, mind you, chicks do the little kegling thing and they do the shit, but to the beat of the music, that shit was coordinated.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Now, mind you, I love the little subtleties. I love the little cleavage and the smile and the biting of the lip. And so, yes, I like that stuff. That shit is sexy. See, that's sensual. When you see a chick doing some shit like doing her kegling exercises to the beat of fucking music in a strip club, bro,
some other shit.
That's carnal. That's pure. Like, I'm gonna get fucked up, and I'm gonna work for you. I will be a slave. What did Britney Spears say? I'm a slave for you, dude. Look, that's some shit. You come home every day. You talking about? Look, I can't even. I don't even want to hit it. I just want to look. Do that again. Do that again. All right, yeah, you can go to Vegas with your girlfriends. Do that again. Yeah, I'm gonna send you to Egypt with your boyfriend. Go ahead, do that again.
Can't do it. I can't do it.
But that's real.
That is real, though.
I mean, but that's the power of the pussy.
The power of the P-U-S-S-Y.
We are in the patriarchal era, people. We are in the feminine Mayan calendar. We are in some shit. And basically, you see women come into their own. And fellas, if you ain't noticed, chicks is rolling now. Chicks is rolling hard body right now.
They don't need us like they used to. All they need us for is good dick and the shine hard.
That's it.
That's it.
That is it. That is it. You know what I'm saying? Gray Beard, you didn't put in an hour, bro. You didn't put in an hour. You know what I'm saying? And trust, we've been digitally hopping for a hot one. Hopping. We've been zone coasting on them. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I do appreciate you coming out, spending some after hours on the after hours.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. This has been like digitally, we like you said, we've been coast to coast. We were in California earlier.
Yes.
You know,
East Coast.
Not to mention we you know, I'm not tired. You know what it is? Here's what it is. Like I've been trying to get back into my 5:30 wake up mode. I've been trying to get back into that mode. So I can get back to the gym, you know what I'm saying, and roll out the right way and do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's normally what I've been doing. And it's like, okay, my body's like in shock mode right now, but it's also just going hard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, nope, not in Cali. Not in Cali. We were digitally in Cali. Doing some interviews and whatnot earlier this evening in Cali. Of course, we are in different spots of the world. Like I said, I will share with you the Batcave location at a disclosed time.
Very disclosed time.
But you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you having your nightly libations with me and with us here at the Johnny Quantum Show After Dark. We appreciate you.
I got
Always
one more for
welcome. You and Tito's are always welcome here on the show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer, but I'm gonna let you ride out. Yes, we salute you with the shot. You, what do you? Your parting shots, my good man. Your parting shot.
My parting shot, man, is that after hours is a release. Every man needs a release. When we come out of the battlefield, when we're settling down for the night, when we're coming back into our own and realizing why we've shed so much blood on the battlefield, why we've went to war against neighboring countries, when we've slain the dragons, when we've killed all of the golems, when we've plundered, when we've pillaged the village, when we've done everything that we can do as these men that we are, this dying breed of man that we are, we drink. We drink to those who have passed before us. We drink to those who will pass tomorrow, and we're thankful for any moment that we get to continue breathing. Salute, my brothers.
Salute.
Jamie, for you, brother.
Oh, he's got some. Look, he's cheersing you right now with some bourbon.
My man. I'll do a vodka this time. I'll do with some bourbon next time. But to you, brothers, salute. Think about it.
As Jamie tips the glass and lets you know it's all gravy.
Yes, sir.
Graybeard,
Hey,
you
know
are
what it
always
is?
welcome after dark. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be doing the after dark thing. People have no idea what's really coming because when after dark gets on gin, it's really gonna get crazy.
Come on. Hey, look, I'm telling you that. Oh, my goodness. Hey, man, thank you for allowing Graybeard, the silverback, to come out, pound his chest, get his fur right, flick his fleas so he can go real tomorrow.
And
Knowing
swing that
life
vine.
awaits.
Yes, and swing that vine, my Rilla. Swing that vine. All right, man. You have a great night, and I will catch you mañana.
Mañana. Salute. Peace.
Peace. All right, everybody. Of course, that was Graybeard, Earth Graybeard, the silverback. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. This is the type of stuff that's got to be talked about. Why? Because nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody actually wants to have an open conversation. It's not about being right here. It's not about being wrong here. You got an opinion? Cool. Everybody got them. They're like assholes. You see what I'm saying? So no need to get upset and get your shit all panties in a bunch and get all puckered up. There's no need. You know what I'm saying? This is that spot. Men, women, got something? Feel free to say it. We can talk about it. Why? Because it's after dark. Why? Because this is not time to be fucking PC. Probably a lot of y'all probably didn't know I cursed. I got a mouth like a sailor. Matter of fact, probably worse than most sailors. Be perfectly honest with you. But there's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Gorilla shirt coming at you. I already know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it's these types of conversations that we have to have. We need to get these things off our chest, regardless of what it is, regardless if it's political, sexual. Uh, you got UFOs flying around your fucking house. I don't care. This is after dark. See, a lot of platforms you can't say what you want to say because they'll shut me down and I can't say this and I can't do this. I gives a hot red ass. This is my platform. Say what the fuck I want to say. You want to come on? You can say what the fuck you want to say too. Who the hell am I to tell you you're wrong? Again, open mind, have the dialogue. See what people are fucking thinking. You see what I'm saying? See what people are fucking thinking. It's all about that love and getting it, keeping it real. I mean, but a lot of people, they want to fake the funk. And I can't front. I was one of those people for a long ass time. until I realized if I keep being a fucking people pleaser, I'm going to die of other motherfucking stress at a young age. That shit came to a grinding fucking halt. Now, mind you, seeing that mental health is the shit now, is the thing. Yeah, I had to go to counseling. I had to get help. Your boy was just like, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Now, mind you, I've always been a little loopy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, out there. But I had to get my shit straight because basically, again, I'm trying to go along to get along. I'm not speaking my piece for other people's feelings. Whole time suppressing my feelings, kind of like the sexual repression that we were talking about earlier in the show. See, that's what I'm talking about. People don't want to talk about it. It's like, well, I don't want people to know that I had to go to counseling. The fuck I care if you know if I went to counseling or not. What? I'm man enough to admit that I went to shit to get my shit straight. So that way I have a better understanding of who the fuck I am because I had to rediscover me. Johnny Q had to go to the depths of the universe to find his true energy and reconnect with that. Oh, I had to do all types of fucking work and do all types of shit to get back into like who I never knew I was because I was too busy out there. Okay, that's nice. No, shit ain't fucking nice all the time. It ain't always about the fucking light side of life. There's two sides to every coin, people. And the minute you actually get comfortable with dealing with the fuck part of your life, it's easier to deal with. It kind of goes away, actually. Because you then start to embrace the crazy shit about yourself. The fact that you have thoughts that are just downright diabolical. Fuck it, they're your thoughts. Embrace them shits. Don't run from them because they'll turn on you. I'm telling you this from fucking experience. I'm telling you this because I paid a whole bunch of fucking money. Mind you, I'm certified in a lot of shit myself. I'll fix your fucking problems and couldn't fix my own. Really? That's why I tell people, for those of you who go see therapists, if your therapist doesn't have a therapist, they ain't about shit. Facts. A good therapist will tell you, I'm jacked up. I fix you in a heartbeat. I have your ass running right in a heartbeat, lickety split. But then I got to go see my therapist because my shit's fucked up. Why? Because we've experienced a whole lot of life. We're not telling you some crazy book shit that's outdated, that nobody really gives a fuck about because you can't relate to it. It doesn't resonate. I'm telling you shit that I've lived. Things, life experiences that I've actually lived through that I'll share with anybody. Ooh, again, this whole societal thing about being closed off and not sharing your experiences with life with other people. People are so afraid. I don't want them to know I'm a freak. I don't want them to know that I like this. I don't want them to know that I'm really a nerd inside. Give a fuck. Be comfortable enough in your own fucking skin, people. Mind you, again, I'm telling you this shit from experience because I lived it. I lived the fact of like, if I really show my gorilla, people gonna be mad because basically I'm not always gonna be happy. I'm probably gonna have resting bitch face some of the time, and you probably think I might smack you. Now the thought may be to smack you. Society deems I can't walk around smacking motherfuckers. So, because I will go to jail for that. And I got way too much shit to do to go to jail for smacking folks. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not going to deprive myself of that thought because that's, again, suppression. I'm suppressing an emotion. So then when that emotion comes out, it's pure rage. And then I do some dumb shit. Dumb shit. Like I just mess around and be like Michael Douglas in Falling Down. My man had a bad day and just really had a bad day. And his day just progressively got fucking worse. You know your day is fucked up when somehow you get your hands on a military-grade rocket launcher and you're blowing shit up. You know your day is fucked up when the dudes that robbed you for your briefcase, you end up robbing them. That's a fucked up day. That's a fucked up day. But that's just keeping it real. You're Look, Jamie, I'm just doing my job. My good man, just doing my job. You know, and but see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like you got to be able to get it out. Because see, if you get it out, it's out. It's no longer a burden to you. You're no longer carrying weight. Do you know how many people literally are walking around right now, sleeping right now on Facebook right now, doing whatever they're doing right now, feel like they're carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders because they just can't let it out. They just can't say what they want to. Dudes, well, oh, you're a dog, you're a hoe because all you want to do is fuck. Well, at least you're being honest about it. At least you're not trying to sugarcoat shit and tell a bunch of lies. You just told the chick right up front, I want to get some pussy. You want to suck some dick? At least they're being upfront. Chicks are called hoes and this and that because basically they're very upfront with their sexuality. Look, they like the dick. They want the dick. They're telling you that they want the dick. At least you know. There's no false advertising. You know exactly what you're getting. But again, that's not relationship material. That's one night stand material. That's like the sex is great. You just keep it running sexually. Ain't no hanging out for ice cream later. ah, oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Oh, we can definitely do something, Jamie. You know that. You know you're always welcome on the show. You are always welcome on the show all the time. Anytime, you know that. We've actually done a couple of shows. And we need to do a couple more, to be perfectly honest with you. Seeing that I will be talking to Rod, there'll be a lot more MMA. Be doing a lot more MMA during the normal hours. And then, of course, there'll be Johnny Quantum After Dark show. So that way we can all come on, hang out, have us some drinks and whatnot, do our thing, relax, unwind. Ladies, you are more than welcome. So don't think this is just like this, like He-Man Woman Haters Club. By far, love y'all women, love y'all, love y'all. Can find something beautiful on any woman. I don't give a fuck if it's your pinky toe. Like, damn, you got a sexy pinky toe. Shit. I'm just saying. Women are beautiful creatures. They really are. I don't give a damn what color, what size. Y'all got, y'all, mm, eat some shit just for the looks you get. Damn right. Because them some crazy ass looks. Y'all women make some fucked up looking faces. And y'all can't see yourselves making faces. But I'm going to tell you what right now. Yes, I be looking and I be laughing. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's the enjoyment. So yeah, when toes is cramped up and shit's getting all crazy and convulsions and shit's going on, I'm like, you're convulsing, so you don't hear a fucking like giggle or nothing. I'm cracking the fuck up. I'm just saying, just like y'all chicks do the same shit with us dudes. Like, oh, that's some funny shit. He making some weird noises, or he make that face. Yeah, you want to laugh deep inside. Go ahead, fuck it. It's just fucking. You ain't gonna offend nobody. You know what I'm saying? All right, Jamie, you want to get on for a little bit? Seeing that my oldness is old, which you know. What I'm gonna do, Jamie, is I'm gonna send you. Do I even have your email? I think I do have your email. I'm gonna send you an email invite to your email. And I will do that literally while I'm talking to you right now. So just kind of give me 1 second here while I go ahead and see if I've got you in my emails. I know we've corresponded, and I know we have. There you are. To your Hotmail. So to your Hotmail, my good man, is your request to come on board the Johnny Quantum Show After Dark. The request has been sent to your Gmail or to your Hotmail. Just follow the instructions. It's going to ask you just to check your mic. You can log on from your phone. Not a problem. Don't have to have a laptop or tablet. Put the name in that you want to go by. I don't give a damn if it's Sexy Mocha. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to be called for the evening, we can do this for a little bit because you my peoples, and that's just how we roll. No problem. I will definitely be here. Ain't going nowhere. But see, this is what I do, people. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. I love to be amongst the people. Got a love-hate relationship with y'all. I understand y'all quite a bit. And even though I want to try to get away from y'all sometimes, I just can't do it. I'm at my happiest when I'm here, sharing my life with you. Isn't that crazy? It's almost like the fucking Truman Show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I'm in a show. But at the same token, I enjoy it. I enjoy sharing. I enjoy helping. But just so y'all know, yes, there is a darker side to the kid. Always has been. You know, I've been able to kind of let that back out so I can have some balance in my life. You know, I am a Libra, so all that goody shit weighing down the scales on one side. Balance. You know what I'm saying? Need balance in one's life. Ba 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 ba. It should say StreamYard. It should say StreamYard. The invite was from StreamYard, and it would have come from my email, which is Travis Folks. So you should have that in your inbox. Hopefully, I will have another guest on the show here shortly. My brother from another mother, Mocha, out there on the West Coast doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it freak nasty with his sexy wife. I didn't say this shit. He did. Just saying. But that's what I'm talking about. We get to speak freely. We be comfortable in our skin. I finally am comfortable in mine. A lot of people say they're comfortable in their skin and then all of a sudden don't want to have certain types of conversations. So I'm going to ask you, how fucking comfortable really are you? Not much. Because you're keeping shit secret. I'm going to tell you what right now. Shit done in the dark will come to light one day. And usually that shit comes to light when you don't want it to. It usually bites you right in the ass. Just saying. Oh, wait. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Let's get that in there. There he is. Got the bourbon shot. Everybody. And you took my name.
Because
you took my name.
What is mocha?
Mocha's a latte, but I'm latte.
But you have to be mocha because you're chocolate.
No. See, I'm the drink, you're the flavor.
Oh, so it's an oxymoron type of thing.
Thank you.
Okay, my bad.
This is my man, Mocha Latte Mocha, out there on the West Coast doing big things. Traveling all over the fucking world is what I'm seeing. My man's on vacation every 5 fucking days. I'm like, he's over here. Now he's over here. Now he's over here. And I'm like, where are you?
Well, we have a theory on that.
Ah, do tell.
You can't take any of the fucking money with you.
True.
So we're spending all that shit, making memories, having a good time while we're here.
That's what it's about. It's about, honestly, truly, it's about living life and having experiences. That's why we all came to being. It'd be boring if we all lived like the Borg.
No, it's not worth it. I mean, when you have the ability to, and a lot of people sit there and go, "Where are you going?" My brother, he'll text me, "What are you doing?" Packing. Oh, where the fuck you going now, jet setter? I'm like, dude, we don't make money to fucking pay for credit cards or pay for stupid shit. We make money to go on vacations and spend time with the kids and all that shit. You know, fucking kids, my kids have zero fucking money that come to them when they die. There is no inheritance. We're spending all that shit.
Look, after being cooped up roughly for damn near over a year and a half, and you can actually get out and go, you go. You go. I mean, you go with reckless abandon because, especially here lately, you don't know if the shit's going to stop. You don't know if we're going to be back in fucking lockdown too. Because people don't realize this, but London has been locked down again already.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're going to go in lockdown. They've been locked down.
I have a feeling it's going to happen in September, October.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can agree with you fully.
We have a friend of ours that her husband drives tour buses for country singers. And there's some tour dates where he'll be out here, and she's talked about flying out. We'll all meet together and hang out, spend some time together and whatnot, if they don't shut shit down. The whole thing is you have a spike right now for one reason. And I think you, of all people, would probably agree with me on this. You have a majority of people that lock themselves up for 18 fucking months and they have zero immune system anymore.
No sun.
No.
Not eating properly. Bad diet.
They've been grub-hubbing the shit for fucking 18 months. They haven't seen outside. They have no immune system left. And because we didn't stop. I mean, we found places we could vacation.
There you go.
You know, we found hotels that were open, restaurants that were open. And we went. We didn't. I'm not fucking stopping my life. You know, you may stick my kids on a computer for school, but we're still going out of town. We're going to the beach. We're going up north. We're doing whatever. We're going to find places that are open. We didn't. Actually, I just got sick last week for the first time in like a year and a half. But it was a sinus infection. So.
Oh, my sinuses. This was the worst year that I've ever had. My sinuses have ever been, and it's for the exact reason that you said. My sinus season should have been over, but my body couldn't acclimate properly. Bad enough, the weather shift was weird, so the weather didn't break when it normally broke. Pollen started at a different time, but I'm still masked up, and then my body couldn't get used to it, and then it was like, oh, mask off, and all of a sudden it was like a mass rush of shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my face, my head, my face. It's like, what the fuck? So yes, you're absolutely right.
I woke up, because we left for Washington last Wednesday. We got back last night, and I woke up on Sunday. And my wife looked at me and she's like, you okay? I said, my fucking face hurts.
Yep.
She's like, what do you mean? And I couldn't fucking breathe through my nose or anything. And I'm like, it's just sinus infection. That's all it is. She tried to get me to go to fucking urgent care and all that shit. And I'm like, fuck no, I don't go to doctors. They're quacks. And so finally on Tuesday, I called our doctor, I got an appointment. They tried to give me a COVID test and all this shit. And I'm like, no, it's a sinus infection.
Let me jab your brain through the snot.
I was like, it's a sinus infection. I know. And I'll be fully, I've been vaccinated, but for selfish reasons. So I could go on a cruise ship, so I could go on an airplane. It had no concern. My wife's a nurse.
Yep.
18 months she's worked and she's delivered probably 150 COVID patients. She hadn't been sick at all. So what does that tell you? But you've heard the latest in California, right? Yeah. There's going to be a mass exodus of nurses from hospitals pretty soon.
Well, you heard about New York State, right?
No, what'd they do there?
My lovely home state, where Mr. Cuomo is talking about some really big fuck shit. Like, if you're a state worker, you either vaccinate or get jabbed in the brain, or bye-bye. Have a good day.
No, that's California.
That's New York too. They're both together.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
state workers and healthcare workers.
Yeah, I don't have a problem either way. Again, everybody's got reasons for for they do what they do, and that's called free will.
Yeah,
and that's perfectly fine. But I don't like the bullying. I don't like the fact that you're going to bully me into doing something either I want to do or don't. If people willingly want to get it or willingly don't want to get it, then fine. You know where you're at. You know the consequences, both sides. Great. You've made an educated decision, not a propaganda hyped up decision, not a fear-based decision. Well, damn, I can't feed my family if I don't do this, but I really don't want to do this. But if I don't do this, Susie's not going to college. Shit, I can't even keep my job.
Well, and how educated of a decision can we make when we don't have information? You're basically telling the entire state and all its hundreds of thousands of workers and all the hundreds of thousands of healthcare workers, you've got to get this shot for an experimental drug.
Have to.
That we don't really know what could happen.
No long-term studies because it ain't been out long-term.
You know, if it was FDA approved, I'd look at my wife and tell her, you guys don't have a leg to stand on.
None.
But they've already called an emergency meeting for the union, so you can't force a drug that's not approved on the masses.
But they can scare the living shit out of you.
But they can make their life hell.
Yeah.
And again, it doesn't affect my wife one bit. She's been vaccinated, so it doesn't matter.
There you go.
You know, and again, like I can't reiterate enough. I tell people this all the time. I didn't get it because I was worried about COVID. My stepkid's dad got COVID. Has every underlying reason of why I should have killed him. He was in the hospital 3 days and he's fine. So, yeah. But now the federal workers are all going to have to get it. It's like, you guys are, you know, now we're living in Nazi Germany again.
A lot of people, now I never thought I would live to hear this shit. It's fucked up in Canada when you got Canadians talking about, I'm coming to America. Open up the borders so I can leave Canada. Usually it's like shut the borders and keep them fucking arrogant Americans out. When Canadians want to come down here, the fuck's going on in Canada right now?
Exactly. And they got Tim Hortons up there.
Woo.
It's and this is the whole thing. It's like we're obviously living in a crazy world. You and I have had many discussions about this crazy shit. You and Silverback brought up Biden. He's a joke. Biggest racist in politics.
Jamie, I don't think he's human. I literally think seriously. I think he's an android, and I think the battery goes low. Because if you look at his face, you'll see him talk and look at the chin. His chin's different. He'll either have a butt chin or a regular chin. That's natural.
Now
you got it or you fucking don't.
Time.
Thank you. Every time he looks different. Or better yet, he'll be talking, then all of a sudden
But that's the world we live in. Like, let's be realistic. We have, like you talked about the Olympic bullshit and the controversy. Okay. Mental health doesn't show up all of a sudden.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
And this is where I got a problem with Simone Biles. Okay, you took a spot from someone that would have competed because of mental health.
Well, she only missed one exercise. Only one. So she competed in the team event.
Oh, I think
only missed the last exercise.
I think it was a straight up, I don't want to take the chance of being responsible for a silver medal.
I think they would have won it. Well, they didn't allow her to really judge her on her routines that she wanted to do because basically those routines were too dangerous. And they weren't going to judge her properly because she's doing different stuff pressure is different. And I gotta say, like, I'm not a woman, and I sure as hell ain't a black woman. I'll tell you that much. And I sure as hell ain't the best in the world at what I do. In my mind, I can think I'm the greatest shit since sliced bread, but I'm gonna tell you what, I don't have something to prove that I'm the best ever. A lot of weight for a 24-year-old, and a lot of people don't know her actual story. A lot of people don't know that she was an orphan.
Yeah.
Foster homes, the whole nine. Like,
yep.
You got to think eventually the egg was gonna crack eventually. It fell who knows how many times. Oh, and then all of a sudden she's fresh off I was abused by my doctor because basically he was fingering and rubbing clits on everybody.
Okay.
But at the same token, one, the whole country didn't want the Olympics to go on.
No.
The citizens of Japan were like, why are you here? Like,
they literally put up every blockade. They like said, well, we're not going to let fans. Okay. Well, we're going to test all the time. Okay.
I mean, it coming off of an unprecedented time in America to where no one had people interaction for a long time. Now, mind you, we're older. I was cool with it. Like, motherfuckers ain't gonna bother me for a minute. I'm gonna get my shit straight.
I've been social
people,
distancing for years.
You see what I'm saying? Young people are different now, though. They're different. They're geared different. Like, they gotta be all in each other's face, or better yet, they gotta be all up in a text message, and they gotta be in this, and all that shit was basically dead and stinking. Like, people were just like, I can't meet up with you. There's no touching. There's no hugging. So us older people, we knew what it was like to have to go out and play. And like when our buddy was grounded, while he was grounded, got an ass whooping. He wasn't coming out for a couple of days.
But
we were okay. You see what I'm saying? But it was okay.
Yeah.
Now it's this different dynamic. It's a different breed. So, I mean, I think that had a lot to do with a lot of it too. Because again, you're not around your peers. You're not around anybody. And some people aren't good by themselves. And her with her past, her not being able to interact, plus there were no fans. And she made it public. I feed off of the energy of the crowd and the fans. There are some athletes, and you know this from being an avid fighting fan like myself.
Yeah.
There were a lot of really good fighters who couldn't win a fucking fight with no fans. It was like crickets. I can't perform with the crickets.
Okay,
Can
but
you give me
now,
some fake fans?
I'm glad you brought that up because we have fighters that I'm close with that feed off the fans. Bobby Green, my brother from another mother, and then the pandemic hit, and what the fuck did he do with no fans in the stands? He went on a fucking run. When you're an athlete in the public eye, and this is an opinion because I am not an athlete in the public eye. I'm far from it. We both know that. I'm a fathlete. You have to accept your situation the way it is. How many NFL players played in stands that were empty?
All of them.
Okay. They all got a paycheck, right? They all played to the best of their ability, at least that we think of. I mean, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, so, well, yeah. We've been living in the 90s forever.
Played to the best of Dak's ability when Dak was upright.
You know, I think my problem, because like you went to counseling and everything, and I'm a big advocate for counseling if you need it. I have my son-in-law's friend, great kid, awesome kid, hate his fucking wife. Can't stand his fucking wife. They both suck as parents, mainly because she will not let him parent. And I've been very vocal to him about You need to fucking leave her. Apparently he's been upset about that. And it's like, okay, if you think this is the greatest marriage in the world and it's awesome, then go get some fucking help. Go get some counseling. Go fix your shit. Because you guys living the life you're living now is not going to fix it. It's not going to change the situation.
It's going to make it worse.
Bingo.
In the long run.
And so and this is my beef with Simone Biles, which I'll never get to tell her this. You had a problem before you came in. And you knew about this problem. It didn't just pop up in Tokyo. And if you had this problem, you should have sought help. Maybe not taken the spot. I won't say a spot, the spot on the Olympic team. Because you were, every goddamn Olympic ad had your face on it.
Oh yeah, she was the 2021 poster child.
Okay. Give it to someone, support them, do whatever you have to do. Fix yourself before you fuck up other people. And that's my thing. It's like, I live in a very different world than other people. You know this, because I don't give a fuck. If I offend you, tell me how I offended you. We'll talk about it. We'll deal with it. And if we can fix it, we'll fix it. If not, then I just offended you and nobody really gives a shit. The problem with this generation of kids coming up, and I talk to my daughter about it all the time because she's getting ready to start high school. She had to grade a paper of a kid when they were actually in class last year. The first assignment was write 2 paragraphs about your summer. Okay? She wrote it. The other kid wrote it in text form. Like RN for right now. U for YOU. And it's like, what the fuck?
That's all they know.
And this is a problem.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And this generation is so it's a me generation. It's all about me. It's all about what I want, what I need, what I feel I need. And it's like, well, maybe you don't need that.
Well, again, it all comes back to follow the money. As sad as that is to say, it all comes back to follow the money.
No, because where's the money going?
Oh, it did not go into them.
It's going
to never will go to them.
Who has the phone they have in their hand?
Oh no, but who makes the phone? Who owns the corporation? Who runs the phone? Who has the service? Who has the satellites?
Yeah.
Again, it goes up so high that it's pawns in a game, basically. Pawns in a game. And that's why I tell people we live in America. We are a capitalist society, which means over 90% of the fuck shit that goes on in this country, follow the money. Mm-hmm. If you follow the money long enough, you'll find out what's really going on. You'll find out that there's a whole lot of fuckery afoot behind scenes, and you'll be like, I didn't know it was really like that. How do you think business really works behind closed doors? Why do you think
most people don't think about how business works?
Shit. Man,
that's the problem.
That shit is that look. Corporate business is worse than street business. Street business, you cross the line, you could die today. In the corporate world, you get promoted for stabbing somebody in the back. And if you stabbed him a couple extra times and he was already dead, you're going to get an even bigger raise. And if you keep stabbing people, gosh, you might actually do a little something with your life.
Oh, you want to hear some funny shit about corporate shit? Okay. So we got back from Washington yesterday. Day before yesterday, when all the shit came down about state workers, healthcare workers got to get the jab. We're driving home yesterday, actually. And my wife starts reading this message that's in a group chat with all the nurses she works with.
All hell broke loose in that chat.
So the manager gets on there and says, in a nutshell, we don't know what's going on, but this this group chat and the hospital floor is not a place to talk about it.
No.
And I'm like, so basically she's telling you guys to shut the fuck up.
Yep. In a very polite, PC way.
Yeah. And my wife's like, well, you know, and I said, no, there is no well, you know about it. This is your boss is telling you, shut the fuck up. Don't talk about it. We don't want to hear about it. None of you are allowed to talk about it. And it's like, but this is your forum. This group chat is your forum to get shit off your chest, say shit, talk to other nurses. And okay, I get not talking about it on the hospital floor. Okay, fine. But this group chat, fuck you. That's where we're at.
Yeah. I mean, we just did a show. Me and Graybeard the Silverback did a show about Vax Wars. This is getting so bad that it's pitting again. You couldn't get a Civil War. Couldn't get that. Couldn't get a race war. Couldn't get that. But you got the Vax Wars, and it's real because you've got families dividing. You've got grandparents won't see their kids. You've got husband and wives who are just like, well, I don't want to get it. You want to get it? Yeah, I want to get it. What do you mean you want to get it? I mean,
Yep.
You've got couples breaking up. You've got now young people who won't get any ass because they're not vaxxed. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, so literally, who cares about a condom now? Who cares about AIDS, gonorrhea, syphilis, what I call herpetogonosyphilis, which is all that shit?
We care about
Nobody cares about. Nobody cares about that shit. Everybody cares about. Are you vaccinated? We can fuck if you're vaccinated. What the fuck is? Do you see the narrative? Like,
it's bananas.
It's again. It's getting to a point where the hype around it is everything's blamed on the unvaccinated people. Blamed on the NFL. I was like surprised they said what they said. I get it, but I'm like, so if the game can't, if they just would have said, just like last year, if the game can't be rescheduled, nobody gets paid because nobody played a game. If they would have said that, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But when you come out with, if it's an unvaccinated person who creates a breakout and you can't reschedule the game, nobody gets paid.
But
So
how do
now
you know
you're
that
singling people
unvaccinated
out.
person caused the breakout?
Now, but wait a minute. People who are vaccinated
Can still get it.
They're asymptomatic, but can still spread it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not sick, but you can get everybody else sick and be a fucking super spreader.
Well, it's like when I went to the doctor the other day, and they wanted to give me the test. I said, well, I'm vaccinated, so we're okay. Well, even if you're vaccinated, you can still get COVID. I was like, it's funny that you say that. Then why are you pushing this shit? Maybe because the vaccination really doesn't work. But again, and I made a comment in when you were talking with Silverback. People forget the biggest problem.
Yeah.
People have just stopped thinking for themselves. People won't do the research. People won't think. They'll just be like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to get the vaccine. I'll get the vaccine then.
Okay, George, which way to go? Which way to go? Which way
exactly. To go? And that's the biggest problem with damn near everything in society.
Yeah.
You know, it's like LA County. You got to wear a mask inside. But yet you see a post from Disneyland today that requires masks inside.
I saw that now.
But they don't give a fuck what kind of mask it is.
No.
And before, they were very strict about what kind of mask it was.
Is that N95? Is that an N95? That's not N95.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, because I had the gator, which didn't do shit, but I could breathe.
That's all I wear. When I wore
Yeah.
masks, that's exactly what I
Yeah.
wore. I'm like, so
But I
you're
couldn't-
trying to get me to get my shit all fucked up?
I couldn't wear that at Disneyland. I couldn't wear that on a flight.
I did.
I had to double it up, and after that, I was like, I took it off, and I just got a regular mask on because doubling it up makes it very restrictive.
They didn't say anything to me about it, but then again, different airlines.
Yeah, but yeah, no, like now, Disney doesn't give a shit what kind of, like, we went down for the Touch of Disney, the food festival.
Okay.
And you had to wear a certain kind of mask. And it couldn't be a gator. It couldn't be a bandana. And now they're just like, we don't give a shit. Just wear a mask so people are happy. And that's what it is. It's about appeasing a minority. But, and I have a problem with that. And when it's and maybe we'll get touchy here. It's kind of like the LGBTQT, FMLOP, whatever the fuck they are this week. And I can say that because my son's gay.
Right.
So hey, I feel for you guys, but they are a 1% group. And you have all these politicians kowtowing to them. Well, it's like they're not going to tip your scales.
No, they're not. But you'd be surprised at how many people are in positions of power who are actually a part of that group. You'd be surprised at how many of them politician dudes and how many of them actors and musicians like to play thumb in the butt. Like,
no, because that goes back to your fly and your freak frag thing. Being honest about what you are.
Yep.
You know, it's like I said, I got a hot ass fucking wife. She's a grandmother, but she fucks like an Olympian.
And as you should, while you can.
Hell yes. My wife is in menopause and still fucks like a champ.
Look here. Look,
there are days where there is no fucking going on because of whatever. But when those days come around a couple days later, Papa's happy.
There you go.
And like I said, the communication part of it, key. Well, nobody communicates anymore.
No.
Nobody talks.
No.
I have those talks with my son-in-law. My wife has those talks with her daughter about how important fucking is 50% of a marriage.
Yes. Oh, look, it proved. Look,
all the entirety of it, the rest is 50%.
Scientifically proven. It's scientifically been proven that if you're not fucking in your relationship, you're not going to have a relationship.
But it's got to be good fucking.
But see, that's the issue. See, that's the issue where the go along to get along comes in. Because one person might like a little kinky, the other one doesn't. One person might be very straight-laced. Mind you, it may have started that way, but there was no communication. And instead of growing together, and then all of a sudden you've got, well, I want to do this. Oh, well, only whores do that.
Be my whore.
Uh-oh. Now you've got a problem. The relationship basically at that point is over. It's over.
If my wife wants me to smack her ass and call her Susan, I'm going to.
There you go. There you go.
Because that's what she wants. And that's what marriage is all about. 90% is give and take.
Compromise.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to compromise. Nobody just wants to say, you know what? Okay, great. Because again, people don't want to compromise because they've been compromised. As in, I bent over backwards for somebody in the past, not currently, but in the past, and it fucked me. So I'm not going to do that anymore. So I'm not going to be flexible in this relationship. Either it's this way or it's nothing.
But
And
you're
then the
still
other
going to give
person,
50%. That's the key. Everything is a discussion. It's a compromise. It's a I can put up with that shit.
and if you can't, it did. Look, but again, well, I have to get married because society says so, and my parents always wanted me to have the big wedding, and well, I was supposed to marry this girl because basically she's this, and really, look here, we do live in America where we don't have arranged marriages, but we do. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. There's some arranged motherfucking marriages going on here in America. We just don't hear about it.
We
It's not
do
the norm.
if they feed into it.
But okay, what else do they stand for anyway? At the end of the day, they
What, a
don't even
marriage?
know who they are. It's almost like I have to get married. I have to have the 2.3 kids in the white picket fence, and I have to mow the lawn, and I have to get the dog, and we have to get goldfish. And that's some shit that was going on when we were little kids, man.
I think a lot of it depends on your belief system. Okay. Now, me, I'm a Christian. I go to church. I do all the Christian things.
But that don't stop you from fucking.
I don't have a Christian mouth. My mother-in-law knows that, and she hates it. So when I met my wife, it didn't start off Christian. Like, it was filthy, dirty, nasty. Let me tell you.
Down and dirty.
But once we got to that point where we realized we could tolerate each other, then it took on the Christian aspect.
Right.
Now, if you don't have that Christian belief, well, then do what the fuck you want. Because even me as a Christian, I'm not going to fucking judge you. I don't care.
Look, got bigger fish to fry, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's, I got to be more concerned about what the fuck my kids are doing, my wife, my dumbass kids in the military, if they're doing stupid shit.
Right.
I mean, that's what it all comes down to. So many people in this world are too fucking worried about what the fuck other people think.
Well, we're programmed to.
Yeah.
The biggest police force in the world are people. It's not a military. It's not a police force. It's your neighbors. It's your relatives. It's your friends. That's the biggest police force. What are you doing? You're crazy.
Friends, so.
Right.
I only have a few of them, so.
Look, the older you get, the tighter that circle gets, bro. Because people start weeding themselves out. They literally start to weed themselves out. Like,
oh yeah, they do it for me.
And here lately, it's very, very evident. True colors are really being shown. And you're like, but damn, I've known you for how long? Now, how did I not see that shit coming?
I think a lot of that shit happened during the elections.
You got to think though, between the elections and again the pandemic.
Yeah.
You're okay. You're locked in a house with somebody. How good do you really know your spouse while you're about to fucking find out 18 months of being locked up with them?
Yeah. But
do you really love them?
Again, the pandemic did not really happen in our house.
Well,
with my wife being a nurse, she still went to
work. Yep.
Our life didn't change for shit. All that changed is I saved a ton of money not going to Disneyland. And we went to the beach instead. That's what changed. And my fucking kids were home every day.
Right.
It was cool because I fucking loved hanging out with my kids. But like when the pandemic hit, to hear the divorce rate went up and alcohol sales went up, and I'm like, well, I didn't contribute to that because I fucking drink heavily anyway. And it's mainly because of the world we live in.
It's crazy, man. I mean, we still remember, again, we're the only generation that knows what it was like to be analog and birth digital.
Mm-hmm.
And we knew a different time. We knew when things were different. You know, me and Silverback were talking on a different show, and we were talking about the fact that, like, so the same people who want to talk all this blah 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 are the same people whose kids play sports and they allow them to take a participation medal or trophy.
Nope.
What the fuck? Look here. My kid plays sports. If he wants to play or she wants to play, it's to win. It is not to lose. It is not to be second, which is the first loser.
Oh, no, I hear you.
It is to win. Because if you don't want to play to win, you're average. Dude, average is the sexy shit right now, and that shit is so fucking ugly. Average is garbage.
Little Jack played football for the first time probably 3-4 years ago. And it was for the local community center type thing. There was no scores kept. Bullshit. We kept score.
Right? The parents did.
You know? And before the last game, we had a coaches meeting. Like, what the fuck? It's we don't keep score. What the fuck is it? It was to hand out the participation certificates. So during our last game, my wife is filling shit out. Halftime, kids come over, get a water, a Gatorade, blah blah blah. My wife's like, "Do you want me to put Jack or Jackson?" And I said, "I don't want you to fill that shit out at all." She's like, "What do you mean?" I said, "He's not getting one of those fucking things. He didn't do anything fucking special out there. He committed. He played. Great. Congratulations. That should make you have a sense of accomplishment.
Right?
Not a piece of fucking paper or a little trophy that says you did something. You did nothing. You didn't win a championship. Your team didn't win a fucking ring.
Did you run for 100 yards a game?
Fuck no, they ran the opposite way.
Did you catch 4 touchdowns a game? Did you get about 20 sacks in the season?
Fuck no, it was flag football.
But see, that's my point. It waters down competition, and then you try to figure out why in the world you get these football players, baseball players, basketball players. Mind you, these are sports where all the players are mainly American. You think you playing hockey in Canada and getting a participation medal?
Nope.
Get your fucking teeth knocked out.
Yeah.
That's your participation medal in Canada. Yep. Welcome to fucking hockey. Have a great day. And people wonder why these athletes come from other countries and completely dominate sports. Why? Because they're hungry. They had to play to eat. They had to win to survive for their family to eat. It wasn't this, oh, well, I think I might take it serious when I get to high school. These kids literally came out the womb like, yo, check this out. When you get old enough, either you're getting a gun or a sport. You choose.
Yeah. And here it's you're getting daddy's Lexus.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Before the Lexus, did you want that new nose at 12 or did you want to wait until you turn 18? Yeah. And then I'll get you the boobies.
Yeah, see, we don't have one of those kind of families.
Oh.
I got my going, when you buy new steps for your truck so it's easier to get in? It's like, well, when I get them, get the fuck in the truck.
Hop. Get some hop.
The only reason I buy steps for my trucks is for my wife.
Yeah.
All a 5'1".
Right there.
But I will say, watching her get in the new truck is pretty fucking comical.
But that's where we're at. And you try to figure out why people are just falling off, why people are just fading away. Because it's like, really? So you think average is okay. But then when you need extraordinary to save the day, it doesn't fucking exist. and nobody wants to step up to the plate. Why? Because I participated, and I was average, and I don't know how to push myself and excel. Because I'll get a medal, right? I participated. I'll get a little plastic trophy that says participation on it.
No, those don't exist in my house.
Look, I'd smash every damn look. Look, participation. Jamie, we played sports back in the day. We knew what it was like. You did not look. I'd rather lose every game and never make it to the playoffs than to get to the championship and lose.
Well,
Like,
back in the day, you either got a medal or a trophy, or you were getting explained to your parents why you didn't get one.
what did he do? And then the coach would look like, what did he do? Well, didn't do anything. Did he make the All-Star team? No.
Yep.
Did we win the title? No. So basically, here's what he gets: a plate of food at the banquet to watch everybody else who won get their trophies. So next year, when little Travis tries out, he'll try a little harder next year. He's not going to like the taste in his mouth of getting clowned all off season by his peers. We fucked y'all up.
Because we live in a world of inclusivity.
Oh,
Nothing is inclusive anymore. And that's, it's like I got friends all over the country. Because of social media, there's people I've let in my life. And it's a small group. And like right now, we're looking for a new house. Waiting for that house that my wife loves.
You're not going to be waiting long, bro, because guess what? The housing market then took a shit. So all them houses that nobody wanted to sell when there was fucking dicks about the price, they won't be in about give it another 3.5 weeks. And those same people will be giving you keys. They'll be throwing them at you like, did you still want this house? Because we can't sell it for shit. And as a matter of fact, you know how we were about 30,000 over? Look, we'll come down 20,000 off the original price.
Well, that's the thing is, like, we've been looking for about 6 months, and you see all these houses pop up. My wife loves them, and as soon, like, before we can even get our realtor to have a showing, it's already got an offer on it.
Oh yeah, and it's way above
asking. That was perfect. Blah blah blah, and it's like, no, that wasn't perfect because it's not ours. And it's like where we live. Where we live. We live in an area where you can buy a house that would sell for $1.5 million in LA for $600,000 here.
Yep, all day, all day.
And yeah, it's a couple degrees hotter here, but I'll take it.
Central air, ring a bell?
Yeah. Outside misting system and fans, I'm good. But we live in this world where everybody's included. And what we have to accept is, let's be real, you and I, we're not going to be UFC fighters.
Nope.
Do you think if we go file a lawsuit and we say we want to be included, it's going to mean two shits? No, because that's the world we live in. You have people like Bobby Green, who that is his fucking life. He works out 3 times a day, 6 days a fucking week to be what he is. We're not willing to put that work in because we're fucking old.
I'm not. Hell no. Not at this stage of the game.
You go do that. I will cheer you. I will wear your t-shirt. I will barbecue with you afterwards. But I'm not doing that. And it's not that I can't take an ass whipping. I just don't really want to put the work in to lose weight and get into shape and do all that shit. If MMA would have came around 20 years earlier, hell yes, I would have been all up in that shit.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But it just came along too late.
Yeah. Facts.
But we're always not supposed to be meant to be where we want to be or where we think we want to be.
Well, look, if you put the work in, like you said, if you put the work in, and you truly put that work in. Like, you really look at certain sports now and you really see that. Like, you'll see back in the day, these dudes were serious. Like, I want to be a boxer. And that's what they did. That's what they did. That's all they did.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather basically has never done anything else in his life but box.
And
That's
people
all
don't
he's
give him the credit for it.
ever done. Floyd was in school talking about, yeah, I'm going to hit mitts when I go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Floyd was in school, because basically Floyd's family is a family of fighters. Fighters, street fighters, bare knuckle fighters, and world championship boxers. Welcome to Floyd's life. Floyd didn't have time to be like, well, you need to take social sciences. Social sciences? What the fuck am I going to do with that shit when I get out of here? Yo, check this out. I'm going to the gym. Floyd's been doing the same mitt routine for 40 years.
But a lot of people don't remember Sweet Pea.
Oh, Pernell Whitaker.
They know money. They don't know Sweet Pea. And that's the thing, is they don't have enough. There's zero respect out there for the boxers who want to box.
Well, again, but see, we were spoiled. We came up in the golden era of sports.
Well, we had Tyson.
The golden era of all sports. I would put the era that we came up in against any other era in every sport. All their records were broken, and we watched them all get broken. Records they said would never get touched. The only one that stood the test of time was Wilt Chamberlain, and basically, if Shaq played today, he'd average 100 points a game.
Yeah. I mean, everybody said Barry Sanders' record wouldn't be broken. Enter Emmitt Smith.
Bingo.
Now, it breaks my heart that he had to go to fucking Arizona to do it. But apples and oranges.
All came down to the money.
Yeah. But, I mean, even sports nowadays, it's sad. I mean, like, you look at the Aaron Rodgers situation. And you got so many people sitting there, oh, well, they drafted a quarterback. Well, that's their fucking job. Look, management's job is to make sure they have a team to put on the field in 5 years. Get the fuck over yourself.
Look, he knew. See, here's the thing. He knew what was coming because they did the same thing to Brett Favre. The same fucking thing.
With him.
Thank you. So he knew. That's why he got so upset.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to do me like you did Brett, and Brett didn't get Brett. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to be the greatest thing to ever bless this uniform, and you didn't call me to tell me I'm watching the draft? Jordan Love. Who the fuck is Jordan Love? Quarterback.
I can tell you who Jordan Love is. He played at Centennial High School in Bakersfield, California.
That's because you would know that. that's that. Look. That's that Jeopardy question that he would ask somebody,
and then get pissed off at the answer.
Bingo.
But I can also tell you, Jordan Love, he's never going to be an Aaron Rodgers.
No,
Aaron Rodgers is a generational quarterback.
Well, look who he sat behind. A legend.
Well, he sat behind Brett Favre and made Brett Favre look normal.
Well,
broke all his records.
Right. But look at the work ethic. Now, Brett Favre might be a gunslinger, might be a little arrogant, a lot arrogant.
Might be a little hillbilly.
Very hillbilly. But
you know me, I like some hillbilly.
That man, when it came to football, if he had to die on the field that day, that was going to happen.
He had the game of his life the day his father died.
Yes.
Who can say they could do that?
No, very few.
Because I know the day my father died, I was a fucking mess.
very few can even fathom, like you said, doing even functioning, let alone compartmentalizing that.
To go out and throw 4 touchdowns and 400 yards.
I got to go to work right now. I know you watching. Now, mind you, fall completely to pieces after the game.
Yeah.
But to be able to put that genie in a bottle and keep it there for the whole game. Again, but see, Brett was like, well, he shouldn't have been surprised they did that to me. And he knew what they did. But again, he came up. Aaron was like, I'm not Brett. I'm not.
But he should have been and went and played for the Vikings.
Look,
just to piss him off.
They would never do that again. They would never trade their franchise quarterback to a. No. They did that with Brett because they thought Brett was dead, and he was. He was basically at the end of his career.
They just sucked bad enough to where the Vikings could beat him.
Right. They knew what was going to happen. They knew. They basically knew. And Brett just wanted some get back. Now that's a dude. As long as he's got a breath in his body, he gonna sling that. He gonna sling that ball.
Yeah.
He gonna sling the pigskin because that's what he does, and he does it. He did it like no other. To be perfectly honest with you, like.
Oh no, he's. I put Brett Favre and Troy Aikman on the same level.
Troy
won 3 Super Bowls without all the protective rules that they have now. That Brett got a little bit of.
You mean back when it was football?
Yeah. Okay. And again, it's one of those things where it's you're talking about different eras. Okay. But the era we like the college kids now getting these fucking likeness rights.
Well, honestly, it's about time they gave them something because nothing.
I agree and disagree.
Nothing really got to me until the last time Connecticut won the national championship, their men's team. And Shabazz Napier literally sat on the stage and was like, do you know why this means so much? Do you know how many nights I didn't eat? Yeah, scholarship. That doesn't cover, like, we couldn't eat when we wanted to eat, how much ever we wanted to eat. I'm like, what? Yeah. I'm like, you got a full ride scholarship and you starving? Like, at Connecticut? I can understand if you was at St. Mary's or something back in the day, they wasn't about shit. You know what I'm saying? You're at Connecticut for all places. You ain't eating. Yeah. You're a star player on the team, and you ain't eating. Like, and then shortly after that, they changed the meal rule. Yeah. So now the athletes could at least fucking eat. But do you realize the hundreds of billions of dollars the NCAA literally could have amassed over $1 trillion, and I'm sure it has, and never paid out a dime.
I think the smart solution, because what you're going to have is you're going to have athletes that put their likeness rights and the money they're making above their job. And as a college football player, basketball player, your job that you've committed to for your free education is to play basketball, football, track, whatever sport you've gotten your scholarship in. I think that NIL will be put above that. And I think it's going to hurt the game.
I don't think a lot of players are going to get it. Like, only certain players, only star. But see, again, star players are going to get it, but those are the same players that are going to get drafted early. You see what I mean? Like, the regular average player is never going to get it. The soccer player who basically is average, he's not getting shit.
Let me ask you a question. Let's compare basketball and football.
Okay.
How many high school basketball players could come into the NBA and play? Percentage-wise. Ballpark.
I'd say that's a single digit percentile.
Well, let's call it 10%.
Oh no, it ain't even that close.
No, I know it's not, but this is for comparison reasons.
Okay.
How many high school football players could play in the NFL?
You can't. You can't even equate that.
That's
I don't give
the
a damn
point.
if I don't give a damn if you're a 500-pound lineman.
That's the apples and oranges of it. We're talking about a sport that there are some anomalies that you've got your Kobe Bryant, you've got, there are some kids that came out a little too early and should have went to play college ball. But there was a lot of kids, Garnett, all those guys that got drafted out of high school that played ball immediately and made a difference.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you will never have a high school football player that can do that.
Never.
And that's where the difference is in college sports. What they need to do is make taking a scholarship a little more beneficial. Give them a little pocket money. Give them a little spending money. Well, because you're making millions off of them.
Well, here's the thing. They were getting paid anyway. Let's keep it real. Let's keep that 1,000%.
Oh, the NC2A?
Whatever the young people say. Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah.
Look, man. I was at a prominent college in the state of Florida. I'm not going to say the name of that college, but they are close to the Panhandle. And
I think we can all figure it out.
ran into an alumni, and we were chit-chatting. I was doing door-to-door sales. And he's like, we have the dinner after the game. And basically they wear their jacket. And good game. There's an envelope in that jacket.
Mm-hmm. They're all getting paid.
So, but it's just, okay, put it this way. No better college example was SMU. For those of you young motherfuckers who don't know about SMU, they made Florida State, Florida, Miami look like pussies. Pussies. Dude, let me tell you, these guys were making more money in college than the NFL. Like when they got, Eric Dickerson was like, I got drafted and took a pay cut.
Exactly.
And took a pay cut. Dude.
The only comparison would be the U.
Dude, oh yes. The only close comparison, but dude, you'd expect that from the U. You would expect that from a university in my SMU, and they're blowing out like major schools. Mm-hmm. Everybody. And it wasn't even close. It was just like, what the fuck who are these guys? Like, where are they finding these dudes? My man's driving a brand new T-top Camaro.
Yep.
Just driving up, gold out. They didn't do that back in the day.
Got the Jerry curl going.
I mean, really?
We lost. When you look at all of it, we lost one of the greatest video games ever because of this shit.
Yes.
We lost NC2A football.
Yes.
2K, 99.
It's coming back, though. It's coming back.
Well, yeah. And now that they've done this, and this is we would have never lost it if the NC2A would have just said, you know what, we make a shitload of money off you guys. We're going to kick back some of it to you and give you $1,000 a month while you're here. And I think because I know what it's like to be a college student. It's not easy. It's a struggle. You get these kids, they go to the alumni dinners. Not required, but they go so they can eat. They go because they know maybe I'll get an envelope with a couple $100 in it. Let's take the blanket off all of it. Give the kids what they deserve. Let's take off that fucking cap of kids can't come into the, NBA out of high school, but there has to be an evaluation with that.
Oh yeah.
And be like, okay.
A good psych evaluation. Yes.
I'm talking about a physical evaluation. Like, can you go with pro players?
Yeah. I mean, if you're not big enough to bang with the big boys, you shouldn't be there.
Exactly.
Which brings up the point that you said about football. See, here's the thing with this NIL. I like it. I think, like you said, I think they should be making money.
Mm-hmm.
But here's where you're going to have a problem. Like you said, I'm a lineman. I ain't making shit. But the fucking pretty motherfucker I'm protecting has got $1 million contract for his likeness already. Now, if that quarterback was smart, he'd be just like the pros. Oh, what y'all want? You all some scooters? I got
some Rolexes.
I got you.
Polaris.
What you
a
want?
great
What
example
you want?
of
You want them Ray-Bans? I got you.
A great example of someone who never got the credit he should, isn't even in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but should be, is Daryl Johnson.
Oh yeah, the Moose.
Because and Emmett has admitted, he has said this in public.
Oh yeah.
I would not have the records I have if it wasn't for him.
No.
And now I'm not saying that because I have 3 Daryl Johnson jerseys in my fucking closet. I'm a huge Moose fan. But those guys don't get the credit they deserve. They're not going to get the NIL money in college.
But mind you, now if you're a fullback who's scoring a lot of touchdowns,
yeah,
you're flashy, you've got that pizzazz about you, you've got that swag about you. See, the whole thing is these young people who aren't quarterbacks, who aren't high school baseball pitchers, who, like, a catcher's never going to make any NIL money. Let's just keep that real. Unless he's your next Pudge and he's gunning dudes out and he's showing social media of his arm like a cannon and he's gunning people out. Look, these young people are going to have to get creative if they want to get this money, and they're going to have to create that persona. But see, here's the thing. In order for that to continue, you're going to have to keep busting your ass. Because, see, they're going to learn a lesson real quick. You're only as good as your last fucking game.
You've got to create a personality.
But you've got to maintain it.
Yeah.
You've got to keep it rolling. Like, prime example.
It's how I stay married.
Hey, look.
Personality.
You got to have one. A lot of these young people don't. Why? Because it's not about talking to people. It's all about Twitter and TikTok. And I got followers. But you don't talk to anybody, so basically you have no talking skills.
Well, we can relate that to MMA.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you've got MMA fighters that interact with their fans. You have MMA fighters that have somebody else interacting, and then you have MMA fighters that just don't give a fuck.
Right.
And the name I'm going to throw out might surprise you. One of the biggest interactors with his fans. Mark Hunt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I used to, like, when Jack was born, I'd be up changing diapers, doing homework and shit, and be talking with him. Like, full-blown, just, like, private messaging with him. And it was just like, and this is before he went to the UFC. He was still in Pride. It was before the buyout.
Right.
And it was just like, of course, I was a fan. But it was just, like, cool to fucking chit-chat with him. You know, and the dude's got like fucking 27 kids, so he knows what changing diapers like.
Hey, that Samoan lifestyle, that Polynesian flow, baby. Again,
but
they be bucking. They be fucking.
If you are an athlete and you interact with your fan base, that's going to speak leaps and bounds.
They don't teach. See, this is where, again, a couple of these kids are going to sign deals and they're going to get taken advantage of, and it's going to have to be regulated because, again, just like you said, build a brand. I got into interviewing MMA fighters so they could build their brand.
And you built your brand at the same time.
Bingo. It's a win-win situation.
Give and take.
Basically, these fighters, when they get done fighting, who are you? Why are you working at Lowe's? You didn't build your brand. Or you had a management team who basically made money off you while you were fighting and then basically threw you to the fucking shitter when you stopped fighting. You should have a brand. Your merchandise, do you realize people still buy fucking Uriah Faber's fucking t-shirts, bro?
Yep. Torque.
Do you realize that? That man ain't fought in a minute.
I go back to someone that I see his name pop up every 4 or 5 events that you interviewed when he was in V2 or V3, whatever the fuck that was.
Oh.
Scott Hot Sauce Holtzman.
Oh yes, hot sauce. I interviewed him a couple times at V3.
And he's in the UFC. He's doing his thing. He's making some money. And it's like, okay, he did his thing. He grinded. Too many people aren't willing to grind anymore.
He's a wrestler. So like he knew any other way?
No, that's as a wrestler, we all know how to grind.
He didn't know it. This is what I do. See, that's another. That's why Thug Nasty will never, ever, ever, ever really go far in the UFC. It will never let him go far in the UFC.
He's a. You want to love him, but there's that little bit that's like, for real, type shit.
But that's who he is, dude. I've interviewed him a lot of times, especially when he was with V3. And dude, he is that dude. He is every bit about. I'm about to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna handle the livestock first. I'm gonna handle the farm first. Then I'm gonna go work out. I gives a fuck what you think about it. I want my camo shit because I'm kicking ass. Respect my gangster.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at people like Bobby.
Yeah.
And I think Bobby needs to get the fuck out of the UFC.
Look.
He needs to get out of MMA. And I know that sounds crazy. You want to know where I think he needs to be?
Oh, bare knuckle.
No.
Where?
WWE.
Oh, he's got mad personality.
Because of his. That's exactly my point.
I could easily see Bobby easy. I could see him on the AEW now.
Yeah.
I could easily see him doing his thing.
He's just being him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
and that's the whole thing. It's like you could make so much more money, have a better life.
Yeah.
And I mean his new contract is good. It's what he's worth.
But the only problem with the UFC is you fight when they want you to fight. If you turn down a fight, you're fucked.
And everybody wants to be in the UFC.
So
I think if Bobby ever gets let go from the UFC, he needs to tell Jason, take me to Bellator.
Oh, Bellator
get that fucking Bellator money.
Scott will call. Scott will make the call. Like, do you realize? Now, he's got a good UFC contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
He'd make 80% of that in sponsorship money.
And that's the whole thing. It's like Jason has to do his job again. And that's, it's like Bobby's never going to be on the UFC radar of top 15, top 20, getting title shots. It's never going to happen.
He's too real.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's too real, and the UFC will never market him properly.
Look how much criticism he got for that interview that went viral when he pulled Jake out.
Criticism? Like, look, this man is my daddy. This is real. It gets no realer than that. But yet and still, oh, that was soft. That was this. He didn't have to do that.
You're selling out.
I'm expressing myself, telling you about my life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm relating to human beings. I fought. I entertained you already. Were you not entertained? This is not about entertainment.
People don't get his real life.
Well, again, look, Bobby needs a book made and then the movie. Book first, then the movie.
I've told him.
Then the movie. And
he has one of the most unique stories in MMA.
Oh, yeah. And look, people forget how long Bobby King Green has been around in the UFC. They think it's just like they watch him fight. He went on that hot streak during the pandemic. Why? Because basically they made the call. You want to fight? He said, yeah. He didn't turn down a fight.
No.
A lot of fighters did. And Bobby said, nope, I'll take that money. I'll take that money. I'll take that money. You keep pushing. You keep calling me. I'll be back in 3 weeks. I give a shit.
No,
You
no.
paying, I'm coming.
Him and I talked a lot during that shit, and I told him, I said, you need to take every fucking fight they offer you in an empty stadium. I said, because you're banging them out. You know, he had the one decision that went against him that was bullshit.
Yeah, he won that fight.
Yeah, he absolutely was against Trinaldo.
But you know what happens if he wins that fight, right? He's right back in the mix. Now you got to talk about him. Now you got to put him against the guy that you don't want fighting Bobby Green. Because basically Bobby's a matchup nightmare for a lot of guys in the top of that division.
Oh,
wait,
absolutely.
He can wrestle. Oh, he can wrestle his fucking ass off. But wait.
He can box.
He'll box, or he'll just flat out knock you out. He'll stand in the pocket with you and really bang with you.
Well, he's fighting in Houston when they have the interim
heavyweight
title.
Yeah.
He's fighting that weekend against a kid who's a kickboxer. And it's like, I feel sorry for that kid. Because Bobby does well against kickboxers.
Look, his style. And what's bad is he, like you said, he won't get the pub that he deserves, but at least he's being properly compensated.
Yeah.
But he's been in the UFC long enough to where
he should have got that compensation 5 years ago.
Let that man get some of that pay-per-view money. You see what I'm saying? Like, cut him in on some of the big money.
But he's got to have the right manager for that.
Well, look. Love Jay. Jay a busy man. Jay got a third of the roster.
And he also has the flyweight champion, which means everybody else kind of gets pushed to the side.
Yeah. You know, hey.
And he's got the NFL.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, I'd love to hang out with Canelo in Mexico straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I ain't gonna front like I gonna look. I'll keep it real.
You saw the picture too.
Damn right. I keep it 1,000. I saw the video too. I keep it 1,000 with you. Look, when you get to that size, things change. That's why I was so grateful to come out and hang out with y'all and do the Ronald McDonald House thing. And little did I know, in my own personal life, down the road, I would need the Ronald McDonald House.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So I mean, that will always hold a very special place in my heart. Shane will always hold a very special place in my heart. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why when you start talking about like the Bobbies, I don't give a fuck. I met Uncle Creepy. Uncle Creepy was a cool fucking dude to me. Mind you, I didn't do business with him. So it's not like I knew his business acumen, how good. No, but hanging out with that dude, cool.
That's a different level.
Shit. I mean, cool as shit with that. Look, that weekend, to watch them with the kids, to watch them interact, to be themselves, just let it go in the smallest Ronald McDonald House in America. Just letting it go. That will forever hold a special place. And that's why when you talk about the Bobbies of the world and you talk about Jay, it's like we knew them way back when the Chrysler 300 was rolling.
And that's, it's like Bobby and I, we have this conversation probably about once a year about how did him and I become so close out of that.
Good people is good people.
Like-minded people. It's people who give a fuck about the people they're with.
Thank you.
And I love Creepy. Creepy is doing his thing, trying to get shit handled down in Orange County.
Look, Creepy is really doing his fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like I fuck around and see some shit on Instagram and was like, what the fuck Creepy into now? I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, Ian's doing his thing. I mean, Cisco and Ruben, not so much. But Cisco got popped and then just kind of disappeared. I don't know.
Look,
I mean, I don't know what happened to him.
From what I've seen in just like pictures and videos, he helps people train. You know, get them ready for fights and stuff like that, which is perfectly fine. I mean, look, he's been in a lot of wars. He wasn't that finesse dude. He was that I'm gonna bite down on the mouthpiece and fuck you up. Either you're fucking me up or I'm fucking you up. You can only do that for so long, bro.
It's either knocked out or be knocked out.
Right.
Yeah. And that's, you know, obviously the shit with Shane. You know, but I mean, it's you go through all that stuff and you meet these people and you go through, you know, situations where you see people and hear their story, and that's what I love about, like, his story is what I love about Bobby, because he had everything go wrong in his life. That should have led him down the wrong path.
Bobby should have been a statistic.
Yeah.
Straight up. Statistic.
And he refuses to be a statistic.
Inland Empire? Oh, Bobby should have.
Exactly. And then, you know, like, we've had, like, I've seen Facebook interactions where I'll make a comment on one of his posts and someone will say something really shitty. And Bobby will defend me. And I'm like, cool.
Y'all friends. That's what friends are supposed to do. The outside world doesn't have to know to the depths of things. You see what I'm saying? They because they won't do the research. They won't watch and listen. They won't say, okay, them two interact a little different. They must be boys. You see what I'm saying? But instead, for their little 15 minutes of fame, 15 seconds of fame, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I'm gonna pop off and say some shit because basically drama's good. No, drama's not good.
No,
drama's really not good.
Somebody on one of his posts called me a cracker, and I just laughed at it because I don't give a fuck. It's like, you want to call me a cracker if that makes you feel better, cool, whatever.
Saltine or Ritz?
No, I'm more like a club. I'm that highfalutin cracker.
The club cracker.
Slightly salty.
Slightly.
But I mean, it's the whole thing about it is, you know, you and I have had conversations that we won't discuss. You have those conversations. You get to know those people, and you realize, like Bobby and I, you and I, you're not that different.
No.
Your upbringing, your background, your backstory may be very different, but when it comes down to the way we think, it's just not that different. It's very similar.
Yep.
And that scares people.
Well, again, everybody wants to be unique. Everybody wants to be so different. Okay, you live in a house, so do I. You drive a car, so do I. You wear clothes, so do I. You eat food, so do I. Oh, but wait, I only eat this type of food, and I only drive this type of car. I only live in this type of house. I only use this type of hair gel. Really? Because last time I checked, it's still basically the same shit, just in a different wrapper. Does it really fucking matter at the end of the day?
Well, I know that a fucking Honda Accord will get you the same place that my big ass truck will.
Bingo.
Now, I'll make fun of that Honda Accord. As I'm driving up next to it with my big ass truck, but it's still going to get the same place that I go.
Same place.
And
same exact place.
I mean, the only real problem I have with people on the freeway is the Prius, because those drivers seem to be assholes.
Well, that's because they're hypermiling.
Yeah, whatever.
Although I will say this, though. When I worked at a school, I saw one of my coworkers. He was a tech. And when I tell you he had that Prius moving, when I saw him at work the next day, I was like, what the fuck are you doing driving a Prius like that? I'm like, you fucking the game up for all the other Prius owners, dude. You driving that car like you stole it. I'm talking like, dude, I'm trying to pass him, and I'm just trying to pass him to say what's up. My man was like, "Who the fuck? I'm out." Mind you, I'm driving a V6 Kia Optima. You're driving a fucking Prius, and I can't fuck with you. Like,
Some
dude,
electric motors, I'm telling you.
dude, I told him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if Prius or not. I gotta get where I gotta get." I'm like, facts. I feel you on that, because, dude, So you get those rare anomalies. But I will say this, though, my good man. It is 1:10 in the morning over here on the East Coast.
Yeah,
and I will have been on here for 3 hours.
Well, that's your fault, not mine.
Oh, most definitely. But the eyelids are low. But you always know you are welcome. And like I said, I'm going to get in touch with some people, start doing Johnny Quantum again, get back to doing my athletes the way I do what I do. You, of course, are always welcome on those shows or any show that I'm on. But, of course, the After Dark, we can get a round table, me, Latte, Graybeard, the Silverback, have a couple shots.
That would be an interesting show.
Have a couple drinks. Oh, you love Graybeard. Me and Graybeard go back. Put it this way. Me and him, mind you, that's Gorilla.
Yeah. No, I've seen his shit on Instagram and Facebook.
So, I mean, it's one of those things to where, like, we could have a nice little round table, take some shots. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what After Dark is about. After Dark literally is a no-hold barred. You get on here, leave your comment, talk, want to join in. I can have up to 10 people on here. 10. We can all be in nice little boxes, and the person who's talking gets the bigger box. We can all have our say. We can all speak our minds, because we got to get this shit out. Nobody has a forum that lets people get shit out. And then you wonder why motherfuckers go postal. You wonder why people beat the dog, beat the cat, beat their wife, shoot their husband, smack the kids. Why? Because they have no outlet. They have no creative outlet to use their voice. After Dark is After Dark. Put the kids to bed. Let's talk about some crazy shit.
I mean, I know in the morning I'm going to be at the box. Should be home for 20 minutes, so we'll hit that shit real quick.
Dude, you're always in the fucking box, bro. Let's just keep that real. And look, ain't a damn thing wrong with it.
I got a good marriage.
Ain't a damn thing wrong with it. Because look, truth be told, I'm trying to be like Hugh Hefner. My man was like, okay, I'm in my 70s, bitch. Look, I'm going to take this Viagra, and your little 20-year-old, I'm going to wear you the fuck out. And guess what? When I'm done with you, you're going to tap out and send the next one in. And I'm going to wear all y'all out, and then I'm going to sit back, smoke my cigar, and go to fuck to bed.
But you got to have vanilla ice cream first.
Yes, I forgot about my man and his vanilla. Yes.
No, you know me. I'm down for anything. You hit me
I
up.
will definitely keep you posted. Definitely.
We'll get Bobby on the show with you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Definitely bring him on. He can talk about whatever he wants to talk about. He's earned that right. He's been in the game long enough, basically, to chit-chat about whatever the hell's on his mind. And from what I'm seeing lately, Katz is trying to test his mic there in the Inland Empire. And he's basically taking, like, look, Hendo was the man out here, but he ain't doing shit no more. I'm still active, and I'm the man out here. And anybody got a problem with that can come check me. I saw that Instagram. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, no, I want to see him go to Bellator and make that Bellator money. And then, honestly, I want to see him go to WWE or AEW. I think he'd be amazing at that.
So do I.
I think he'd be a great heel.
Either way. Look, he is a performer.
Yeah.
So he could literally, whatever. It's like, oh, so I'm a heel for 3 months, 4 months. No problem. Now I'm a good guy. All right, yeah.
He would be the Stone Cold Steve Austin heel that everybody cheered.
Yes.
That's what he would be. And but he needs a little encouragement, I think.
Well, we'll have him on an After Dark so he can be Bobby. Oh, he doesn't have to be PC.
Bobby's only going to be Bobby.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he can really just and not have to worry about like, well, you know, somebody.
You mean he doesn't have to be the UFC interview, Bobby?
Right. He can just be like, look, I'm Bobby. This is where I'm from. This is how I live. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not, Bobby. The Bobby we know. So,
all right, brother. Well,
my good man, you
end
enjoy
your show.
the rest of your evening because it's still evening for you.
Nah, I'm going to bed. I'm old.
Yeah, the old man over there. Get you some rest, brother. I love you, man.
I love you too, brother.
I will definitely see you soon.
All right, shoot me a text tomorrow, bro.
Will do, brother. You have a good night.
Bye.
Bye. Woo! All right, y'all. 3 hours. 3 hours of the after dark. We started at 10. It's 1:15. Do you see what I'm saying? This is that spot. This is that after hour spot. This is that spot that you want to, you know, you go to work all day. You did the family thing. The family's in the bed now. This is that after hours. This is that after dark. This is where you can get on up here and come in, and you're more than welcome to come on, speak your piece. You're more than welcome to get in the comments, speak your piece. Either way, it's all good. Why? Because we all grown-ups here. And that's what After Dark is about. It's that spot. We can come in here and get fucking buck nutty if we want to. And that's what we do. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I'm your boy, Johnny Q, a.k.a. G3. This is the Johnny Quantum Show. After Dark. I've been waiting to say this for a very, very, very long time, y'all. Peace.